Ready to go.
Getting ready to do the Freddy.
Yep, out ready to. And welcome to Royal Stadium on a beautiful Friday night for the season's opener of the 2025 high school football season. I'm the coach, Dick Cox, joined by Alan Knight, Barry Toney, and Mac Johnson in the house with us tonight, helping to hold down the fort here. So we've got the four-headed monster. They'll be bringing you all the action. Again, big year coming up right now. This is our 20th year. And, Alan, I believe I'm picking up what you're saying through your mics coming through right there, a little feedback there. But we have got a big game, the Upper State champions from last year, Belton Honeypath, here to take on your Centurions. And we're going to very quickly now go to the pregame coaches show and see what Coach Lemon's got to say about this year's team.
Now, I was
And welcome to the Broome Football Coach's Corner. We're joined by Broome head football coach Lynn Fleming. Well, this will be kind of a commemorative season here. This is 50th year of Broome football, and this is the 20th year of Cox Sports broadcasting
wow,
Broome football.
Yeah.
So should be an interesting year this coming year.
That's right.
Though.
It will
So.
be.
Well, let's talk a little bit about, first of all, how your off season went with that, and then, how your scrimmages have gone so far.
I've had a really good off season. Guys have done a tremendous job in the weight room, being here, working hard. Coach Cooksy's done a great job of getting them in the weight room and pushing them and making them better. We've gotten stronger, we've gotten faster, and like I said, kids have been committed. They've been here all summer and worked really hard. So we're excited, which led us into our preseason. We had the three-way scrimmage with Lansing and Christ Church, and both of those went well. Then went over to Pendleton, and we had Pendleton, Palmetto, and Eastside again. Thought everything went well. The good thing about most of those, we got out of those without injury. And then, of course, Friday night, we didn't get to play. So, I say without injury, we got one that's banged up, a couple we're trying to get back. But anyway, for the most part, fairly healthy coming out of the preseason.
Okay. Well, next let's talk a little bit about you've had some new coaches that have moved on to other positions, and you've got some new coaches that have come, or some coaches too, with new roles this year that you've had. So talk a little bit about your coaching staff this year.
Yeah, we moved. It was offensively. We got Coach Derry Berry's the offensive coordinator for us, and kind of the same roles. We moved him. He's working with our quarterbacks. We got Coach Sullivan, who's previously been our defensive coordinator. He's moved to the offensive side of the ball. He's our passing game coordinator now, and is doing a great job of that transition. And Coach Moore, who coached defensive line for us, has moved over to coach offensive line, and then Coach Burris is coaching running backs still for us. So okay. He's in the same position. So defensively, Matthew Wood is our defensive coordinator. Matthew was on staff with us last year, coaching DBs. He's done a great job. Him and his staff, and Coach Cooksy's helping him coaching linebackers. Obviously doing our weight room, but he's coaching with us on staff this year, which brings a ton of experience as well. So we have Coach Dura and Coach Fleming, who are working with kind of the linebacker / DB role. Coach Dura is primarily DB, and Coach Fleming is kind of helping out with linebackers or DBs, kind of whatever they need. So, and of course, Coach Anderson is our defensive line coach and has been for several years. So, feel real good about our staff. The guys are doing a great job. Excited to get out there and play on Friday, just to kind of see where we are. Really like what we've seen in the scrimmages so far, and so we're excited to play.
You've got a good nucleus of players coming back this year. But you've got some of those players are playing in a different position this year, I think, there, though. So talk a little bit about your returning players and some guys who've changed over and maybe have a different role this year with a different position.
Yeah, we'll start, with up front. Eli Crow's going to be center for us, him and Jake Broome, which, those guys are going to be playing a couple different positions. And we got a lot of guys that are going to be like that. Carson Taylor, he's a returning starter for us who, is going to be our right guard. We have Levi Bishop, who's a tackle for us, who, again, a returning starter for a couple years, with a lot of experience. And we got Kelvin Crook, who played a lot for us last year. A lot more defense probably than offense, but he's going to factor in offensively this year. And we have Ricky McCullough, who's working at tackle. Again, he played more defense for us last year, but he's going to play some offense for us this year. And we got Jackson Smith, who's factoring in. He's going to be ready to go just about anywhere, from center to guard to wherever. He's just going to be kind of a utility guy that's going to have to play a lot. So, that's our offensive line. So it's got a pretty good mix of from guys up from JB, from guys that's kind of shifted over from defense to returning guys. So it's pretty good balance. We have Jameson is our quarterback, and of course, quarterback for us last year, and we got Corley Turner, who's coming up. He was our JV quarterback for us last year, but Corley's, along with working at quarterback, he's playing a little bit everywhere. We've had him about every receiver position we have, so he's worked a little bit everywhere. So, running back wise, Reese Wagerman, we're working at running back, who's had a really good preseason. Devon Brown, who's done a really good job for us, and those two are going to be, have to spell each other, and we're going to have to play Booker in there too. Booker's kind of shifted roles. He kind of came to us last year with, he said, Coach, what do you think about playing receiver? And, it was for a good reason. 2 years ago, he's one of our best defensive players. Last year, he didn't get to play a whole lot of defense because he played so much running back, so he wanted to shift receiver so he could help us defensively some this year. He knew that was going to be something he was going to have to do. So he's starting out there at receiver for us, but you probably going to see him at running back too. So he's going, he's capable of doing both, and we can use him in those roles. And of course, we got Braden Simpson back, who was our leading receiver from last year. Just a solid player, and Braden's one of those guys too who's going to play a little bit everywhere. So we got so many guys that are going to be rotating in. We got Asher Littlejohn, who's going to be playing our tight end slot receiver. Also going to be a starting outside linebacker for us. Outside we already talked about Booker. We have Jordan Ramirez, who's going to be playing outside, along with other positions. We got Connor Eccles, who's going to be factoring in somewhere in those positions. So we have a lot of guys that we're going to kind of be rotating around just to make sure that we can keep some guys fresh. And of course, as I mentioned, Corley. So that's so many guys going to be playing both sides of the ball. We got to do a good job as coaches, just trying to give them some breaks and trying to keep them fresh on Fridays, especially early in the season.
And I believe you had both your special teams punter and kicker back, don't you? Or have you got?
We do. Jameson started the year for us punt last year. Until he kind of tweaked his hamstring, and then Braden punted for us some, and Aiden Enfield's another guy that's going to mix in as far as punting, and so we got Roger back who kicks extra points and field goals for us, and then we got Gavin Delgado, who's he's probably going to be him and Aiden. Hemfield probably going to be rotating as far as kicking off. So both those guys kind of depends on what we're trying to do that week. So we do have those guys returning.
Coming back this year too, you got a little bit of difference that maybe the fans will see. You've changed your lighting around this year.
We have.
And one of our sponsors, Premier Sports Lighting, I think is who you had do that though. Former player Andrew Weathers
Yeah.
heads that up, though. But it's just talk us a little. I know you haven't quite got everything ready yet, though. But can you give us a little sneak preview on what the fans may see as far as special lighting now?
Well, to be honest with you, I really don't know. I kind of know what I've been told, but I haven't seen it yet. So I'm going to kind of let that be a surprise when people show up. I think it's kind of a cool deal. So I think it'll be neat. And I think it'll be something the kids and the fans will both enjoy.
And I think it probably will resemble something if you've been to a college game. You might see some things.
Yes, it'll be very similar.
Along the same lines on that, though.
Yep.
But that'll be a new feature this year.
Yes.
So your opening game, let's talk a little bit first before that. Your schedule this year. You've got another tough schedule. I was looking down at all the teams on the schedule that are preseason ranked in their classifications.
Yeah.
Just talk a little bit about the schedule.
Yeah, it's it's brutal. It's a tough schedule. You looked in the AP, and I think we're thrown in the mix at maybe 13 or so, but you got just about every team we play is ranked in their respective classifications. So it's another tough schedule. It's exciting. It's what it's what you want. It's what you play for. You want to play good competition, and and we did that last year, and we hung around in games, and so we're looking forward to getting over that hump this year and winning some of those ball games.
What did you learn, and what do you think the players learned? Last year was kind of a tough season, like you said, where you were in those games and
didn't have heart surgery. I had a heart ablation. I went into AFib in January. So they went in there and straightened out some nerves, killed some nerves, and the heart back.
And welcome back to Royal Stadium. We are just minutes away, about 12 minutes away from kickoff tonight. And on a beautiful night, we've got a lot of things in store. This is our 20th anniversary for Broome Centurion football. We had our original sponsor was in our press box, Shane Kleeper, tonight. And good to see Shane. Shane's one of the main reasons why we've been able to do this as many years as we've had, and really appreciate Shane over the years. All right, a couple of key things to look for, keys to tonight's football game. For Broome to winning the game, and y'all can pipe in and comment on this. Number one, got to take care of the football tonight.
Yes.
That the Centurions cannot afford to put it on the ground or have it picked and all. They've got to take care of the football. Number two is don't give up the big play. Coach Fleming we talked earlier this week that if Belton Honeypath is going to score, make it be a 16-17 play drive where they have to go the length of the field to score. Number three, this is really going to be important, is Broome needs to win the time of possession. And again, be able to keep the football away from Belton Honeypath. Again, they are an explosive team that played for the state 3A championship last year, but Broome has to win the battle of time of possession. Number four is play physical and win the LOS, the line of scrimmage. There were some big Husky guys on both sides of the field tonight, but it's going to be interesting to see. Belton Honeypath probably has a little bit more depth in Broome. That Broome, I think, has got 32 players maybe in uniform tonight, and a lot of guys are going to be playing both ways. So you got to play physical, and you can't get worn down. And then the last key to the game today is the Centurions have got to move the chains. Keep the football getting. We need to get a lot of those sugar and spice 1st and 10s tonight, and keep the chains going. So, guys, what do you feel like is going to be the keys to tonight's ball game?
Well, like you said, they've got to win the line of scrimmage. They got to help Dareberry make some right decisions and not be in a rush tonight. They need to make sure that they give him time in the pocket to get out there and get some men open against BHP, because, I mean, BHP's got some 300-pound guys out there, some 340-pound guys out there that they're going to have to try to move around.
Okay.
Fellas, I kind of agree with you. My segments be pretty similar to what both of you said. One, you need to be able to stop the run. Two, you need to be able to run. Keep turnovers down to a minimal. And two, you need to have that mental and physical attitude the entire game. Don't just play in spurts, but take it one play at a time.
All right, it looks like the captains are getting ready to go out on the field right now.
We got Booker. We've got Asher Littlejohn, Levi Bishop, and our quarterback, number 5, Jamison Dareberry, all seniors.
Again, these guys had a good year last year, and thank you, sir.
So, yeah, they had a good time, good year last year. Hopefully they can build on that season and keep the momentum alive here at Royal Stadium and on the road tonight. So as the captains go out onto the field, the head man in the white cap will have them all shake hands, all the niceties. Then he'll introduce his they will introduce his staff. He'll introduce himself. He'll tell them, you have a good time. Let's play a clean game tonight. Make sure that everybody does what they're supposed to. We don't want to see a lot of laundry on the field tonight.
Right. We don't want to see a lot of that.
No, we don't want to see any laundry tonight. But right now, they're introducing all of his supporting staff. He shows them the coin, and he says, this is heads, this is tails.
heads we win, tails you lose.
That's right. So,
Alrighty.
well, we got lights moving upstairs.
Yep. I think it'll be a whole lot better when it gets dark. But
Yeah. So I didn't even.
and we just had another one of our sponsors come into the booth here from the medical group of the Carolinas, Dr. Philip Essie. That Dr. Essie is going to be our medical report and our injury on the play sponsor this year from the medical group of the Carolinas.
All right, so Broome has elected to receive, so they're going to get the ball first tonight.
And the Centurions tonight are dressed in all blue with the Vegas gold trim, the Vegas gold helmets, and BHP, the Bears. Here come the Bears. The Bears are wearing the red pants tonight with the white jerseys, navy blue numerals on those, and navy blue helmets, though. And we are just seconds away from getting this party started.
Tell you what, fellas, this is a beautiful evening. Got a few clouds in the sky, but for the most part, it's very pleasant. And temperature at this game time will be around 73 degrees. Beautiful weather for the game of pigskin pickings.
Yes, it is. So we're going to put 12 minutes on the clock, and we're getting ready to have the Larry's Trophies kickoff here in just a minute. The two teams are getting ready to take the field, switching over to the Broome end of the field right now. The cheerleaders and the band have made the tunnel out there. And, again, these teams met last year, and Belton Honeypath came away with a big win at their home field. But it's a new year this year, so we'll see how the teams come out. There's a lot of different players from last year. And the Centurions have got a good nucleus of players coming back from last year, but we've got some that are playing new positions, and we'll talk about that a little bit as the season goes along. So,
well, like you said, Coach, new season, new beginnings. Everybody at this time is 0-0.
And it's time to put the ball down, and here comes your Centurions on the field now. And the Bears are coming. And while we're going to take a quick second right here to get you a chance to see our sponsors this year are Kleeper Construction, D2 Power Sports, the Broome Athletic Booster Club, Sugar and Spice, the Premier Sports Lighting, our lighting company for tonight, Larry's Trophies, Pediatric Dentistry, Spartanburg Pediatric. I'll try that again one more time. Spartanburg Pediatric Dentistry. We have Penn Prints Incorporated as our new sponsor. Concoction Ministries, Faces of Total Victory, and Medical Group of the Carolinas. So we've got a great all-star group of sponsors. So going back now. The Bears are having their prayers right now, and now they look like they're ready to leave their den and come out onto the field now. Centurions have got the return team out right now, talking about what they want to do.
Coach, I've got 7:30 right on the money.
Coach Tony, do you have us a time and temperature?
Yes.
Maybe Mike Johnson will look that up for us. Give us a weather forecast right now.
Hey,
we got to keep him busy here.
Keep him busy.
Hal McManus paid you a compliment, Mike, when I was over there in the press box. He said you were the hardest working man he ever met. And he also told me a story about when he was here his first time at Broome. He was sitting in his basketball office over there, and you were cutting the grass and heard a long thud, and you run into the building. Here come the Bears.
I guarantee it, Coach, he's one of the hardest working people I know of. And an ex-Marine at that.
And we're going to mention that Mike's going to be having some surgery here in about 3 weeks, and please keep him in your prayers. Well, we also have got a minute here, too, that Andrew Weathers, one of our sponsors, with our lighting, Premier Sports Lighting, his father, Wayne, passed away last week. I had coached Wayne and his brother, Eddie, and I know their sister, Avis Anderson, too, though. But our prayers go out to the Andersons and the Weathers families. And we are ready to get things started tonight. The 2025 season underway, back deep for the Centurions. We're trying to see the numbers back. I think number 13 is one of the deep ones. That is
that's Asher Littlejohn.
And number, I believe, 3 in the middle, or
that's Braden Simpson.
Braden Simpson. Yes, Braden ran one back for a touchdown last year. And I'm not sure who the other one is. That might be Wagerman. Reese Wagerman is the other one.
And the way old Jackie Gleason used to say, and away we go.
All righty. And the Larry's Trophies kickoff goes to Anderson, running up the middle, looking for a hole, picking his way through, and he gets up to about the 24-yard line. And that is your Larry's Trophies kickoff to start the season. Again, Larry's Trophies, located on Highway 9 in Spartanburg, South Carolina. And here comes the Centurions. Looking over to get the play is quarterback Jameson Dearberry.
He's got
Wagerman in the backfield with him. Gives it to Wagerman, and he's going to turn forward and we've got laundry on the field.
We just got through saying
that's right. We'll put
they got to control the.
And we have our face mask.
All right.
So that's going to be a nice mark off. So we got our D2 Power Sports first flag of the season underway.
And that's going to bring up
a Sugar and Spice 1st and 10, keeping the drive alive. And it's another Sugar and Spice 1st and 10, keeping the drive alive. And when you're driving down Pine Street, stop by and see the Spice Crew for great food. The Sugar and Spice is a Spartanburg tradition for over 60 years. There's a pass out in the flat, little screen pass, and with the ball, with a nice cut up field, getting across the 50-yard line down to about the 47-yard line.
Was that, is that number 8?
I believe it is.
That's Davon Brown. He's a sophomore.
Okay. And it's another Sugar and Spice 1st and 10, keeping the drive alive. And when you're driving down Pine Street, stop by and see the Spice Crew for great food. The Sugar and Spice is a Spartanburg tradition for over 60 years. All righty, here we go. Out of the gun, Wagerman gets the ball. He bounces it outside. He's got a step. Corner. He cuts up and gets down to about the 43-yard line. And that's been one of the big changes here from last season. Wagerman was one of the receivers last year, and Booker, Tywan Booker, was the main running back last year. And they swapped positions. Booker has gone to wide receiver to be more fresh to play on the defensive side of the ball this year. That they needed him on the defensive side. He asked if he could move to receiver, and he's at the bottom of our screen right here.
And off to Wagerman. He's got a hole up the middle.
And he's going to drive down to about the 41-yard line on the play. And it's going to bring down the Premier Sports Lighting 3rd down and about 3 yards to go.
Keep those chains moving.
It's a Premier Sports Lighting 3rd down and the yard to gain. Premier Sports Lighting is providing high schools and colleges throughout the state with sports lighting systems. So, again, we have the new lighting system here from Premier Sports Lighting. Look forward to it getting dark tonight. 3 receivers up top, 1 to the bottom is Booker, dropping back to pass. Dearberry drops the screen pass off. Breaking the tackle is Wagerman, and he's going to come up about a yard or 2 short on the play. Just got hard-nosed running right there. Want to say a special hello to Wagerman's mom, who works for one of our sponsors, our good buddy with pediatric dentistry with Austin Birch.
And we got one down with a cramp.
And so we have our first medical report injury right here. The Dr. Philip Essie with the medical group of the Carolinas is our medical man and our sponsor for any of our medical needs or injuries tonight. We got 4th down.
He's keeping the offense out there.
Yes, I'm trying to see 4th down and about 2 yards to go. And here comes the offense right here. Again, this is what we talked about in the keys to winning was you've got to win time of possession.
That's a new he got it.
I don't know.
Oh, nope, he's going to be a yard shy. Turnover on downs because they're going to mark him at the 40.
And he's going to come up short on that, so the Centurion defense will now take the field.
That was a new wrinkle there in the offense.
It was, and I like that call too.
Yep.
So Broome turns the ball over. It is now 1st and 10 for BHP on the 40.
Let's see if we can stop the run.
Yep.
On a consistent basis.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Looks like the
Offsides against
right
Broome.
defensive end.
Yeah, 5 yards.
So it is a D2 Power Sports flag on the play. And it's a D2 Power Sports flag on the play. Don't penalize yourself by missing out on the better things in life. Go to D2 Power Sports and see Bruce and his staff to get your next sports recreational vehicle. All right, here we go right now, 1st and 5. Coming around on the little jet sweep right here is the running
He's
back.
got
He
room.
gets to the side.
He's got yardage.
And he's
got
gone.
pasture. Touchdown.
So that's one thing that we talked about that the Centurions had to avoid was giving up the big play, and just like that, the Bears are on the scoreboard.
Giving up the big play and also stopping that run.
Sure enough, so here comes the PA team on the field for Belton Honeypath. And the kick is up, and the kick is good. So on the Cleeper Construction scoreboard now, our score is Belton Honeypath 7 and Broome 0. And while we've got this timeout, we want to mention one of our new sponsors this year, that it is Pen Prints. And let me let you hear a little bit about them. This time out is brought to you by Pen Prints Incorporated. Let Pen Prints take care of all of your uniforms and screen printing needs. Pen Prints is also the supplier for the Broome Athletic Booster Club with all their athletic merchandise. Take this time out to click on their QR and order the latest Centurion wear. Call Pen Prints at 864-503-9300. Proud sponsor of Broome Athletics. All righty, and we just got some really good-looking shirts for our Spice crew at the Sugar and Spice for Tuesday night. Pen Prince did that for us, and Jeff Jones, former player that Coach Tony, you coached, and
right.
Mike coached too. And there's Little John has got the kickoff right here coming up the field, and he's going to be stuffed at about the 16-yard line. They'll give him forward progress to about the 19.
No place to go, Coach.
No, they swallowed him up.
So our kickoff was brought to you by. This kickoff is brought to you by Larry's Trophies on Highway 9 in Spartanburg. Larry's Trophies can take care of all of your trophies, plaques, and awards needs. Call Terry Hall today at 864-582-0106. And back to action. Here we go. The Centurions have twins to both sides. Waggerman and Dearberry in the backfield. Ball's handed off to Waggerman, and he's going to get about a yard on the play. Some tough sledding in there.
I don't think they're not giving him any forward progress. As a matter of fact,
so let's say second down, 10 yards to go. Again, 3 receivers to the top of the screen, 1 to the bottom. One-on-one man coverage on Booker. Let's see if the Centurions will try to exploit that sometime.
Terryberry's running for his life and brought down.
There's like no gain.
No.
And the receiver, I watched that battle that time with the one-on-one coverage. They just would not let Booker get off the line of scrimmage. So it's going to bring up third down and long. Possession down right here. The Premier Sports Lighting third down and distance to go sponsor is going to be a full 10 yards right here. Centurions have made a few changes on the coaching staff this year. That Spencer Dearberry is the offensive coordinator, and the passing game coordinator is now going to be Tony Sullivan, who came over from defensive coordinator.
And we have a timeout on the field, Broome.
Okay, so we're going to take this timeout. Again, it is a Pen Prints Incorporated timeout. This timeout is brought to you by Pen Prints Incorporated. Let Pen Prints take care of all of your uniforms and screen printing needs. Pen Prints is also the supplier for the Broome Athletic Booster Club with all their athletic merchandise. Take this time out to click on their QR and order the latest Centurion wear. Call Pen Prints at 864-503-9300. Proud sponsor of Broome Athletics. So again, if you want to get one of the shirts like the coaching staff and all, you can go. If you click on this screen right now, on the QR screen, you can order online watching the game tonight, and they can take care of you with any of the merchandise that the Booster Club has and to take care of them, though. So also, while we've got this opportunity, we want to thank the Broome Athletic Booster Club again, and we're going to. This break in the action is brought to you by the Broome Athletic Booster Club. Go by and get one of the delicious cheeseburgers, hot dogs, or some hot fries, or step by the merchandising stand. The Broome Athletic Booster Club supports all athletic teams at Broome High School. All right, here we go. Third down, and the Premier Sports Lighting yard to gain is all the way out at about the 29-yard line. 3 receivers up top, 1 to the bottom. Dearberry and Waggerman in the backfield, dropping back to pass.
He's looking for Booker. He can't get a man open.
And throws it
in and out of his hands.
And Booker could not hold on to it on the comeback round. So the punt team checks in for the Centurions. And the Centurions Spartanburg Pediatric Dentistry Special Teams are taking the field. Dr. Austin Birch and his staff are special teams that make sure your child's teeth are always taken care of. For your next appointment, contact Austin today. All right, here we go. Trying to see who's in punt formation now for the Centurions.
That is number 10, Aiden Sands.
Okay.
High roller.
And it's going to be fielded at the Broome 48-yard line and returned to about the Centurions 46. And that's going to be where the Centurions defense will take the field. Again, beautiful night for football tonight. First game, opening game of the season.
Couldn't ask for a better evening there, Coach.
No, could not.
Wait a minute. Wow,
And let's see, we have whistles. And I believe we have a equipment issue right there as someone's having to go out to fix the equipment. A new player comes in for Belton Honeypath.
There goes number 4.
Right up the middle.
Somebody grabbed him by the shoestrings.
And number 4 is already having a big night. He is a senior, MJ Early. And it's going to be a sugar and spice 1st and 10 for the Bears.
Once again, he gets the ball. He gets the corner.
Wow.
Takes it down to about the 2-yard line.
And it's going to be another sugar and spice 1st and 10. And the Bears are knocking on the door right here. Out of the gun. Ball snapped back, given to the running back, and he's going to be stuffed this time.
He's finally stopped by number 13, Asher Littlejohn, and a whole host of Centurions.
Littlejohn has moved from a secondary position to one of the outside linebackers this year. Centurions have a new defensive coordinator. The new defensive coordinator this year is Matthew Wood. Coach Tony, you've worked with Matthew before.
Matthew, that's right. Matthew's doing a good job. He'll do extremely well.
And in he goes.
And touchdown Bears. So Belton Honeypath is on the board again. The point after touchdown attempt coming up. Kick is up, and the kick is
good.
Through the uprights good. So on our Cleapers Construction scoreboard, our new score is Belton Honeypath 14 and the Broome Centurions 0. And we will be back here in just a minute for the kickoff. We want to mention another one of our sponsors, and that is Concoction Ministries with Bill Cox and his ministry for years throughout the country. That Bill's going to be doing some things, special things coming up this fall and Christmas time with Christmas Chronicles and some of his other programs, though. But Concoction Ministries is one of our sponsors, along with another one of our sponsors is the Faces of Total Victory, and that is Kay O'Sullivan, who ministers to all the female athletes and coaches in the upstate, and we appreciate these two ministries for the great job they do with working with young people and with many people throughout the upstate. All right, here we go. Back to action with the kickoff. Deep is Simpson and Littlejohn and Waggerman. And it goes to Littlejohn again. Ooh, he runs into a whole wall of white shirts flying to the ball, and there were not a lot of blue shirts blocking. And Asher's probably going to say, please don't kick that thing to me. They've kicked 3 straight to him.
Yeah. That brings up 1st and 10 on the 21-yard line.
And our kickoff was brought to you by Larry's Trophies. Go by and see Terry Hall and our buddies at Larry's Trophies for all your trophy needs, award needs, and whatever. So what do we have right here?
I don't know. One of the Belton Honeypath, they're waving it off.
Waving the flag off.
I was wondering if he was going to get it for jumping over the pile. Oh, there it is. It's back there on the 40-yard line. Wait a minute, we got a new player out there on the field with a red shirt.
He's getting his ball. He's taking his ball. He's going home.
There they go.
Illegal substitution.
And that was the man, with the long hair, and it just stole the football.
All right.
Centurions have dug themselves a hole here to try to get out of 5:50 remains here in first quarter action. 3 receivers up top.
He's going to do a short
throws
pass.
the ball and screen pass, and
they snuffed that one out.
No gain on the play. Centurions may have to try to hit some of these short post patterns over the middle or throw it down the field, challenge them deep there, because they're doing a good job of jamming the line of scrimmage.
They're stacking it up.
Dearberry gets the signal. The Centurions this time have 2 receivers to the bottom and have a couple of tight ends out there right now.
Uh-oh.
And
there it
is
comes.
Laundry. And it's a D2 Power Sports flag on the play. Don't penalize yourself by missing out on the better things in life. Go to D2 Power Sports and see Bruce and his staff to get your next sports recreational vehicle. For more information, call 864-542-9599 with 2 locations in Spartanburg and Greenville.
Hands it off to Wagerman. He's trying to find some room, but he's swallowed up.
And they are gang tackling, and it's got good right now that I'm seeing a lot of white shirts tackling, and I'm seeing a lot of blue shirts that are just kind of standing around looking. And that's what you got to put a helmet on somebody.
Yes.
So we've got another Premier Sports Lighting 3rd down, and it's going to be about 12 yards to try to get the first down on the play. Dearberry looks over. The Bears have 4 down linemen ready to attack. And here comes one of them off the end. One of the linebackers rushing, blitzing. Dearberry better hold on to the ball, and he's basically got back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
But
He was scattering for his life.
Yep. So, and the Centurions Spartanburg Pediatric Dentistry Special Teams are taking the field. Dr. Austin Birch and his staff are special teams that make sure your child's teeth are always taken care of. For your next appointment, contact Austin today.
All right, Aiden Hemphill's back there to put his foot in the ball.
Low line drive kick going to be fielded at the 47-yard line. That must have been a fair catch.
It was.
Fair catch. 47-yard line.
So the Bears are 2 for 2, have had the ball 2 times and have scored twice.
Time to stop them.
Centurions got the ball first to start the game, had a nice drive, and on 4th and 3 out at the Bears' 42-yard line, only got 2, and have not really moved the ball since then. So Centurions playing with 4 down linemen, 2 linebackers. And we've got some confusion right there on
and
defense.
A flag. Oh,
and let's see.
Offsides against Broome. That's 5 yards.
That profession that the referees have, that's the only one I can think of where they whistle while they work.
That's pretty good. I like that one. Good job, Coach Tony. I like that.
First down and 5.
Remember that when we get back into golf cart for a Tony's tidbit. All right, here we go. Dropping back to pass now.
Got a man wide open. brought out of bounds by number 0, Jordan Ramirez. But that brings up another.
Sugar and Spice, 1st and 10. Ball spotted at the 39-yard line. The Bears shift the offense to a power overload to the right side. Dropping back to pass. He's going deep. He's got a man open.
Wide open.
And he's got it touchdown.
Yeah, he had the Broome defender beat by about 8 yards.
And Coach Tony, again, what is the Cardinals seeing of playing a defensive back position?
Hey, you never let that offensive man get behind you.
You cannot get beat deep. And that defensive back got deep by probably about 8 yards.
Yeah.
He was 8 yards behind in the secondary. And they've got another score on the board. And this one's starting to get a little bit ugly here. We're still in the first quarter. And the score is 20-0 right now.
Soon to be 21.
And the extra point is up and good. And on our Cleepers Construction scoreboard, our new score is the Belton Honeypath Bears 21, Broome Centurions 0.
While we're waiting on the switch, let's see here. Daniel and Chapman are knotted up, 0s. Independence is up 7-0 on Gaffney. Dorman and Greenville are knotted up 0. Bowling Springs 10, Greer nothing. Hillcrest and Lawrence are knotted up 7 apiece. Fountain Inn is Liberty's up over Fountain Inn 7-6. Powdersville and Seneca are knotted up 0 apiece. Malden's up 7-0 over Riverside. Ooh, here's an interesting one. Northwestern's up 6-0 over Spartan High.
And there the ball is going to go to Simpson this time up the middle.
He's churning right along.
Again, Simpson last year took one all the way back to the house. He is a very athletic young man that plays not only football but baseball and is a good all-around athlete and an excellent student.
So that brings up 1st and 10. Ball is now spotted on about the 33-yard line.
Yes. Centurions need to try to get something going here on offense. We're still in the first quarter action. And our score is BHP 21, Centurion 0.
Yeah, get him. He flinched.
Looks like that right defensive end.
He flinched. Took him a while. So it's going to be offsides on BHP. That's a 5-yarder.
And it's a D2 Power Sports flag on the play. And it's a D2 Power Sports flag on the play. Don't penalize yourself by missing out on the better things in life. Go to D2 Power Sports. Okay. Again, go up and see Bruce and company at D2 Power Sports at the Herald Journal. Herald in the Circle.
Got a man open.
That's Simpson. Nice
Beautiful
play.
Beautiful.
Down to about the 39-yard line.
Brings up another.
And it's another Sugar and Spice 1st and 10, keeping the drive alive. And when you're driving down Pine Street, stop by and see the Spice Crew for great food. The Sugar and Spice is a Spartanburg tradition for over 60 years. And Coach Tony, that's something we talked about right there. You got to try to throw the ball down the field some.
Where you can open up that running attack.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And they just lost
about 4.
Yeah, 4 on the play.
Can't try to run it all the time, and on the other hand, Coach, you can't try to pass all the time.
No.
You got to be a happy mixture between the two.
Yep. You got to keep them off balance on defense. Why would the Bears be playing Indian songs?
Watch it. He's getting the pressure up. Oh, took his hat off. Wow. Now he's got to come out for a.
And I don't know what they'll have to do. He's got to come out for
Yeah,
one.
he's got to come out. Yeah.
And Coach Tony, I'm sure his dad's going to tell him this, and he knows it too. That's one you got to get rid of it.
That's right.
You got to throw it away.
Lost.
You cannot take the sack. And as a senior, he's got to know that. He cannot sit back in there and take the sack on the play.
No. And that brings up.
Third down and forever.
Yeah, third down, halfway to Converse.
Ball's on the Centurion 45.
And we've got just a little bit over a minute to go here in quarter number one. They got third down and 10 on the scoreboard. You wish.
Hey, you can't.
Hey, playing at home, that should give you some advantage.
So they're going to let him. Hold on a minute.
I heard some more whistles.
Yeah, but they're trying to discuss, does he stay in? Or was the helmet due to
Breaking
the.
the action is brought to you by the Broome Athletic Booster Club. Go by and get one of the delicious cheeseburgers, hot dogs, or some hot fries, or step by the merchandising stand. The Broome Athletic Booster Club supports all athletic teams at Broome High School.
Well, they're trying to figure out, does he stay in? Or was it.
They still contemplating.
Yeah. I mean, that ruling is kind of sticky the way they've written it.
Sticky Wiki.
So, does he stay? Does he go?
I believe it's going to
Should
take
I stay or should I go now?
all five of them to discuss that, aren't they?
Yeah.
And number 4
Coach
is
Tony?
looking at the other 3.
When 5 officials get together to talk, somebody is getting ready to what?
Yeah, hoodoo.
All right. Let's see. Yeah, they're letting.
He's getting to come back in. All righty.
That's one of the advantages of playing at home. I guarantee if it was down Honey Path, it wouldn't have been like that.
And number 8 checks out of the game that was Brown for the Centurions. Brown is a sophomore.
Oh, bringing up the
Screen.
pressure. Got to get rid of. Oh, open ball. Nope.
That could have been picked off.
Yeah.
I was waiting to see if the Centurions they've done this before, have gone with a quick kick because Jameson was a punter at one time. That may not have been a bad idea right here, but it's fourth down now, and the punt team checks on.
We have 1 minute and 4 seconds.
Pediatric Dentistry Special Teams are taking the field. Dr. Austin Birch and his staff. Okay, here we go. The Spartanburg Pediatric punt team is on the field. This is going to be a low dribbler. Picking up, looking to go right now. And getting out to about the 38-yard line. And that is where the Bears will take their line of scrimmage.
54.3 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
It looks like they need to turn some of the lights toward the center of the field. It's dark in the middle. Now what?
Let's see.
Oh, we're going to make a substitution, or are we?
They are. They had to run somebody off. I don't know if it's another equipment thing, but
And
now
we got a
yes. We have a laundry on the field. And it's a D2 Power Sports flag on the play. Don't penalize yourself by missing out on the better things in life. Go to D2 Power Sports and see Bruce and his staff to get your next sports recreational vehicle. For more information, well, they're saying now that I think it's a sidelines warning on Broome.
It is. He's telling them to get back.
And I think Coach Woods was trying to get his defense lined up, and they threw the get back flag.
All right, there we go. Another one. Another flinch on Broome.
Here we go again. And it's a D2 Power Sports flag on the play. Don't penalize yourself by missing out on the better things in life. Go to D2 Power Sports and see Bruce and his staff to get your next sports recreational vehicle. For more information, call 864-542-9599 with 2 locations in Spartanburg and Greenville. All right, here we go. Back to action. The Centurions are scrambling around. They are doing a lot of moving up front, and I'll be a suck egg mule.
That's another 5 offsides.
Looks like there's so much scrambling going on out there. They can scramble eggs.
And
you're right.
That brings up another.
D2 Power Sports flag on the play.
And another.
Sugar and Spice, 1st and 10, keeping the drive alive. Went by and saw JC drop some shirts off to him on the way coming, and, man, they were busy tonight. He was too busy to talk to him, and I was too busy to talk to him, too, because I had to get to the game. Dropping back to pass. He's going
Got
deep
a man
again.
Open. Number 23 is taking her to the house.
And that's touchdown for the BHP.
That was a linebacker. Caught that ball, according to this. Jakari Anderson, number 23.
And again, seems to be a lot of confusion in the secondary right now. I'm not sure they've got some new people back there, but again, BHP has had wide open receivers the whole quarter.
And the kick is up and good.
So our new score on the Cleapers Construction scoreboard is BHP 28, Broome 0, and we'll be back with the Larry's Trophies kickoff in just a minute. Again, while we've got the break in the action right now, action is brought to you by the Broome Athletic Booster Club. Go by and get one of the delicious cheeseburgers, hot dogs, or some hot fries, or step by the merchandising stand. The Broome Athletic Booster Club supports all athletic teams at Broome High School.
Just to update some of the scores around the area, Daniel is up 7-0 over Chapman in the first quarter. Chesney's up 6-0 over Pendleton. Dorman and Greenville are still knotted up 0 apiece. Seneca and Powdersville still knotted up 0. Newberry's up 13 over Union County. Rare Shoals is up 8-6 over Blacksburg. Right now, Clinton and Woodruff are knotted up at 0 apiece. Landrum's up 6-0 over Walla Holler.
Again, we knew coming in this BHP team was good, that they played for the state championship last year. They came in ranked preseason number 2 in the state, 3A, so this is not a slouch team.
Get the ball, pick it up. Still a live ball. He's pushing.
They give Asher Littlejohn credit right there. I mean, that's a tough, hard run.
That's right.
You know, the one thing you hope for in that is when you fumble it around, everybody was down the field. If he gets through that first wave, he could have done some damage with that. And so, again, that was the Larry's Trophies kickoff. Go by and see my buddy Terry Hall at Larry's Trophies, located on Highway 9. Terry, what the Packers going to have this year? We're both members of the owners of we have stockholders in the Green Bay Packers. And Centurions have to make a personnel change right here. They have 2 receivers to each side of the field, 1 back in the backfield. This could possibly be the final play of the first quarter. That's Booker in the backfield now. And that is Taekwon Booker with the Sugar and Spice, 1st and 10.
And
This is another Sugar and Spice, 1st and 10, keeping the drive alive. And when you're driving down Pine Street, stop by and see the Spice Crew for great food. The Sugar and Spice is a Spartanburg tradition for over 60 years.
And they got good BLTs too, don't they, Coach?
Yes, they do.
And Broome just got flagged for unsportsmanlike conduct.
Wow.
That's 15 yards.
And my beautiful wife, who's watching the ball game tonight, just informed me to quit eating during the game.
Thank you, Rosie. You have been saying something I've been wanting to say for 20 years. Quit eating.
I was hungry. I didn't get a
I wanted her to do that. Thank you, Rosie.
You know, I'm probably not supposed to say this, but she's got a birthday on Monday.
Hey, and on the other hand, too, you had one on Wednesday, so you're still carrying that birthday tradition.
I am. That's right. You know what? I'm going home tonight and eat a piece of my birthday pie, ice cream pie that she got me. That's going to be my post-game meal here. Centurions with the unsportsmanlike conduct. And I believe they called that on Taekwon Booker when he got the first down. He jumped up and signaled first down. Wow.
So still 29.2 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
Yep.
Uh-uh.
My clock ran out, but I'm not going to reset it for one final play.
Why did they move the chains?
He got the first down, and that's why this was a
that's
dead
right.
ball after the play. So it's still a first down, but that's why they moved the chains back.
Yeah. Now what are we waiting on? Halloween's
I
a
think
while back.
we're waiting on it to get dark so we can play with the lights. That's what most of the fans are waiting to see, the light show. Will be run tonight by Ben Bramhall, the PA man for the Centurions. Their offensive linemen are looking at the wristband to see what the play is.
Let's do a Hail Mary deep.
Dareberry drops back, looking to throw. He's got a man down the middle. Oh. That was like a little hitch and go, and it's kind of interesting right here that we put Booker in the backfield and we moved Wagerman back to receiver where they weren't last year. And that pass was intended for Wagerman then. I liked it. If it was a little bit sooner, that you try to hit it in that hole right there, that defense.
It'd been off to the races.
It would have been. 8 seconds remaining unmercifully here in quarter number 1. Centurions facing 2nd and 10.
They're going to bring pressure.
They're going to bring the house.
Booker tries to bounce off the tackler, but got nowhere.
And it's going to be another Premier Sports 3rd down coming up, but we have reached the end of the first quarter. And your score is the Broome Centurions trail Belton Honeypath by the score of 28-0. We'll move on to quarter number 2 here in just a minute. This break in the action is brought to you by the Broome Athletic Booster Club. Go by and get one of the delicious cheeseburgers, hot dogs, or some hot fries, or step by the merchandising stand. The Broome Athletic Booster Club supports all athletic teams at Broome High School. This time out is brought to you by Pen Prints Incorporated. Let Pen Prints take care of all of your uniforms and screen printing needs. Pen Prints is also the supplier for the Broome Athletic Booster Club with all their athletic merchandise. Take this time out to click on their QR and order the latest Centurion wear. Call Pen Prints at
503-9300. Proud sponsor of Broome Athletics.
And here are our sponsors that we have for this year. We appreciate these people who come aboard, and we added one right here, just at kickoff, that we added. Medical Group of the Carolinas, Dr. Philip Essie, who is one of the surgeons with them, and his stepson is one of the Asher Littlejohn. So here we go right now with the play coming up now, the premier lighting, 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
He's scrambling for his life, trying to get away from everybody. Oh, what a spin. Keep on going. There you go.
And he's going to come up just a little bit short, I believe.
He's about.
What they saying here?
I don't know. They're going to mark the ball on the 25-yard line, so that brings up another.
Yay, that's a sugar and spice, 1st and 10, keeping the drive alive. Go by and see our buddy JC and Harry. That's our buddies down there, and all the Spice crew. Coach Tony, they like it when we come in, don't they?
Hey, they sure do, and I tell you what, boy, they got delicious food. You can't go wrong with anything there at the Spice.
And here we go right now on the jet sweep. Asher Littlejohn turns the corner, and he's got a nice little play out of this right here.
Ball's going to be spotted on the 31-yard line.
So it's going to bring up. Did he get the 1st down?
No. He's 4 yards shy.
Okay. All righty. So it's going to bring up 2nd down and 6 yards to go.
Oh, they got him. They swallowed him up. No,
and we got a flag on the play.
I wonder if there wasn't a face mask.
And we got a penalty flag.
Personal foul, face
mask.
mask against BHP. So that's going to bring up an automatic.
1st and 10, sugar and spice, 1st and 10.
Keep him changed.
And this is another sugar and spice, 1st and 10, keeping the drive alive. And when you're driving down Pine Street, stop by and see the Spice crew for great food. The sugar and spice is a Spartanburg tradition for over 60 years.
And the sugar and spice will be our host again for the Broome Coaches Show every Tuesday night at 6:30 at the Sugar and Spice. Come out and join us. We would love to have you come out. Spice crew will be wearing their Cox Sports Broadcasting shirts, Broome Centurions shirts, though, but come out and join in the fun on Tuesday nights at 6:30. Here we go.
Low snap. Booker's trying to find the corner. He's got a hole. He's got a couple of more holes. Spins his way through for another.
Sugar and spice, 1st and 10. Keeping the drive alive, the Shrine on Pine. Mike Johnson, what's your favorite thing at the Sugar and Spice? What's your favorite thing to eat at the Sugar and Spice? He likes the hamburger steak. You can't go wrong with anything at the Sugar and Spice. Centurions are lining up again with a new set of downs on 1st down here.
Giving Booker the ball. He's spinning around, breaking tackles, gets up to about the 40-yard line.
And I'm going to tell you what, Booker was one of the best running backs, was 2nd in the upstate last year in our area in rushing. And I think it's good to have him back in there in the backfield. They made this change earlier. He wanted to play receiver this year, but we made this play flip-flop tonight and put Wagerman back at receiver and put Booker back running because he's looked good carrying the football.
Yes,
he's giving Broome life on offense. 3 receivers up top of the screen. 1 receiver at the bottom. Ball spotted on the 40-yard line.
Watch it. Here comes pressure.
Pass is going to be complete. And that's Braden Simpson. Looks like he's going to make it to about the marker and probably has got another.
That is another.
Sugar and Spice, 1st and 10, keeping the drive alive.
That's one good thing too there, Coach Cobb. They were we're moving the ball pretty methodically down the field.
Yep.
And also we're keeping the ball from Belton Honey Path.
That's what we talked about on time of possession,
consumption.
and we talked about moving the chains. That was on our. But the big thing we have not done on our keys to the game is we've given up 4 big plays, all for touchdowns.
Another jet sweep to Wagaman. Wagaman's trying to find the corner. He's got a block.
He's got it through.
He's got another guy.
And he gets down all the way to about the 12-yard line.
And that brings up another.
Sugar and Spice, 1st and 10. Keeping those chains moving.
Need to put 7 on the board.
Centurions line up with twins to both sides right here. Wagerman's in the backfield right now with Dearberry. Out of the gun. Little John in motion. He fakes the sweep, jet sweep to him. Wagerman on the little misdirection play up the middle is going to get it down to about the 10-yard line. And, you know, if you're the Broome Centurions right now, the start was not very good. Right now they got a deep hole. This first game of the year, you've got to start building some things, learning about your team, and trying to establish the identity of this team right now. 3 receivers to the top, 1 to the right. Wagerman in the backfield. Dearberry's looking for receiver. And
He's covered up.
they don't hold him.
Flag.
Asher Littlejohn was held then.
Yeah.
I saw that. And that was smart on Spencer's part to go on and throw the ball to make the referee have to throw the flag.
Yep.
Make him throw it.
Make him throw it. That's right.
Now, why are they discussing it? That was an easy call.
All right, here we go. Let's see what the call is going to be.
Holding
And they're going
against.
to move
Yep.
it down.
That should take it halfway distance to the goal.
And that should be first down. Let's see if they change the marker.
They did, but they only gave him 5. That should have been a 10.
That's just half the distance to the goal. Probably is what it would be if it's in the end zone.
Yeah.
But it's 2nd down and 2, 2nd and 1. I'm not sure.
They only gave him the 5-yard penalty instead of 10.
But how did it end up 2nd and 2?
Pressure coming up the middle.
And it's a reverse. Trying to get to the corner and getting it around the edge. That is Braden Simpson. Did he get in?
No, he's at the 1-yard line.
And he got the first down, though.
Yep. So that brings up another.
Sugar and Spice, 1st and 10. I want to see them score so we can get ready to see the lights,
That's right.
special effects with the lights.
Yeah, it's dark enough now.
Yep.
Wagaman up the middle, and
And he's in the end zone. Touchdown.
There we go.
And it is a touchdown to Dolly. Dolly is our touchdown sponsor here. Cox Sports Broadcasting Zoomy mascot. Dolly is in the end zone tonight. And you can see the Premier Sports Lighting light show going on right now.
Hey, it's beautiful.
Centurions are lining up now, and Dearberry was missing to be the holder. They're missing players. I think they were more players are watching the light show and forgot to be out there for the extra point. So
Are they going to go for 2?
I wouldn't think so. I think you need to go
I
on
see
and
it now.
establish.
Yeah, Dearberry's going to hold.
So the Spartanburg Pediatric Dentistry special teams are on the field. Kick is up.
And
The
good.
kick is good.
I believe Coach Dearberry was making a point.
So our new score now on the Cleeper Construction scoreboard is Belton Honey Path 28 and the Broome Centurions 7. And we're getting ready for the kickoff coming up.
This break in the action is brought to you by the Broome Athletic Booster Club. Go by and get one of the delicious cheeseburgers, hot dogs, or some hot fries, or stop by the merchandising stand. The Broome Athletic Booster Club supports all athletic teams at Broome High School. Alrighty, we are ready for the kickoff. I'm trying to see the number right here for the kicker for the Centurions.
I can't see it either.
It's dark. Well, it's going to be kicked off to about the 24-yard line. Whoa! And that's
That looked like an arm takedown.
that may have been a face mask. Because that guy kind of got his head turned around real quick.
It is. Yeah, they got
Or holding. I think it wouldn't be holding on kickoff. That'd probably be. It's going to be against Centurions, whatever it is here. It's going to be a D2 Power Sports flag on the play. It's going to spot the ball out now at about the 35-yard line.
Hey, at least this time, Coach Prince and the referees, they saw that flag in championship wrestling. You never see it.
Well, he did. I believe that was the great bolo coming off the top rope. And let's see what we got here. Here we go.
no foot pass, number 14. There we go again. And again.
And we have a D2 Power Sports flag on the play. And it's a D2 Power Sports flag on the play. Don't penalize yourself by missing out on the better things in life. Go to D2 Power Sports and see Bruce and his staff to get your next sports recreational vehicle. All right, they're going to mark this off right here against BHP.
What happened with the Bears?
It was holding.
Or face mask, sorry.
And that ball was airmailed out there, incomplete on the play.
That was a good defense.
Yes, it was.
7:02 remaining in the second quarter.
Again, on the Cleapers Construction scoreboard, our score reads that it is 28-7 Bears. Malcolm to the back in the backfield, and he's going to be stopped on the play and bring up third down and long. So for the Bears now, the first time today, they've had a long way to go now. It's going to be third down and about 18.
Let's see how good they are at punting.
Well, they've been pretty good throwing, so I wouldn't put the punt team on the field yet. Hang on that one, Coach Tony.
I'm thinking positively.
And again, that was
Rolling out. Got a man open, and he caught it.
My bad.
And that brings up another.
Sugar and Spice, first and 10.
I made a mistake. I apologize.
And I'm baffled because they gave that man a 12-yard cushion.
Yep.
Because I was getting myself round and playing so far off of him, and he still got beat deep. You cannot get beat deep. And that's why my wife the other day, I explained that to her about what getting beat deep is. That's a cardinal sin. And there's turning the corner, getting around the edge there for a gain on the play. The Bears trying to get on the board again here with a drive here just before halftime. Coming up at halftime, we will have some of the words of what Coach Lynn Fleming had to say on the pregame show. In case you missed it, we'll go back and see that. And Allen will have some plays, some other scores in the area, and we'll go back and review what our keys to Broome victory were and see about where we stand. All right. Bears have two H-backs in the backfield now, and I think we're going to get a timeout right now.
Yeah, BHP.
So with this timeout on the field means that it is Penn Prince Incorporated. This timeout is brought to you by Penn Prince Incorporated. Let Penn Prince take care of all of your uniforms and screen printing needs. Penn Prince is also the supplier for the Broome Athletic Booster Club with all their athletic merchandise. Take this time out to click on their QR and order the latest Centurion wear. Call Penn Prince at 864-503-9300. Proud sponsor of Broome Athletics. And again, Jeff Jones and Company. If you would like to get some of the things you see the coaches wear or the athletes wear, you can go right now. And if you check on their ad right here on the QR code, you can sit there and have that order in and have it in time, hopefully maybe for next week's game when the Chesney Eagles come to town. And we're going to take a minute right now to jump up and look at the schedule. Next week, the Centurions are home against the Chesney Eagles. Week 3, they go that long road trip right across the street to play the Spartanburg Vikings. Emerald comes to town here on September the 12th, and we go to Powdersville on the 19th, at Blacksburg on the 26th, and then conference plays start with a home game against Woodruff, a road trip to Union on the 10th, the 24th. MVP comes here, and then on Halloween night, we go trick-or-treating at Chapman. So, back to action. Here we go. And there's a quick hitter up the middle, breaking tackles, and we've got another flag coming back. And this one will come back. Where they throw that flag from? One of the Centurion players lost his hat.
Must be a hold.
I don't know. Looking at a tackle in the backfield. Let's see.
Face mask.
It's holding. Holding, yep. It was holding on the play. And so that's going to back the Bears up.
About halfway to Commerce.
So, again, 5 minutes, 48 seconds remaining, quarter number 2. Belton Honeyapad 28, Broome 7 on the Cleapers Construction scoreboard.
Wow.
Breaking through. Raina's going to be all the way down to the 21-yard line. And we got another flag on the play. D2 Power Sports is getting their money's worth tonight here. Another D2 Power Sports flag on the play.
Must be another
Another
hold.
holding against BHP.
Right. I believe their favorite song by the Beatles is I Want to Hold Your Jersey.
Once again, that backs them up about halfway to Converse.
Back to the 35-yard line now. So they've got that second and about 20 to go. All right, here we go. Quarterback keeps it this time, trying to get on the corner, and he's going to be tackled. Nice pursuit man. And Centurions get about 3 or 4 tacklers to the ball.
That was number 4. That was Johnny Hernandez on the initial start. So it's going to bring up 3rd down. And way to go.
Third down. It says 14 on the scoreboard, but that's not 14 yards. That's
about 8.
No, it's long. Look at the other marker down there. That's about 18.
18, yeah.
Yeah. Trying to turn the corner, looking for a hole. He breaks the tackle, and then here comes some more players over. And finally, it looks like number 58 for the Centurions makes the finishing tackle.
That was Levi Bishop. Finally got him down on the ground.
So it's going to bring up 4th, and we got another flag on the play. Holding again.
That's going to back them up almost to cow pens.
They're going to have to declaw the bear paws.
That's right. They're going to take the play, decline it, and bring up 4th down. The words of Yogi Bear, hey boo boo, hey Mr. Richardson. And here comes the punt team, it looks like.
Coach, I know my eyes are not as good as they used to be, but it looks like there's dew on that field. What do you think?
I think it is too. So
I might be wrong.
Well, as humid it is outside, yeah, it's more than likely so.
Maybe it's a little the Beatles love me do.
Hey, the dew sweeper.
The do. Here they go. Punt team, the fat man formation now by the Bears. And the quarterback is the punter, and he gets off a punt, and they're going to let it roll into the end zone.
Yep.
So it's going to be a touchback. So 3 minutes and 48 seconds to go here in first half action. Centurions are back on the field again. And it looks like Tyquan Booker is going to be in the backfield with Jameson Dearberry. And we've got 4 receivers, I believe, in the game with them right now, 2 to each side. Man in motion this time. And giving it off is going to be Waggerman around the corner. He's going to get nice yardage there out to about the 26.5-yard line. And that's Braden Simpson on the carry there. It's hard to tell sometimes between that 7 and 3. Simpson with a nice rush. Would that be considered a complete pass or a handoff?
I think I'd call it a handoff.
I'd call it, well, the way he's kind of dropping it off, I think it's a pass.
Yeah. I'll pass on it, Coach.
Okay. There's a swing pass out in the flat right now. That's Braden Simpson.
He's got some
Simpson
room.
turns on the speed and gets across the midfield stripe before he goes out of bounds, but picks up a sugar and spice. 1st and 10.
Wait a minute. We got laundry on the field.
Hold the spice.
And it's going to be against Broome.
Wow, holding.
Yep. Going to back them up. Halfway to Packlet now.
Okay. It's going to be 2nd down and about 14 yards to go. Ball spotted back on the 17-yard line. Booker in the backfield with Dearberry. 3 receivers to the bottom, 1 up top. Gives the ball to Booker on a quick handoff up the middle, and Booker's going to get it across the 20-yard line out to about the 21, and it's going to be stood up there.
Referee fumbled.
Yes, he did. So, 3rd down, and the yard to make is going to be out at about the 32, so let's say 3rd down, about 9 yards to go. Bears are showing blitz. Here it comes up the middle. The ball's going to be thrown.
Got a man open. Oh, nope.
And that time he aired it out long,
Yeah.
and the receiver did not have a chance to get it. So
Brings up 4th down.
So here comes the Spartanburg Pediatric Dentistry Special Teams punt team checks in the game for the Centurions. And at this point right now, you don't get tricky. You go on and punt the football.
A short 4th down, I'd call in something, but
Well, this deep in your own territory, too.
Yeah,
It'd be a
yeah.
short drive with only 1:57 to go until halftime. And there's a low dribbling kick. It's going to be fielded at about the 44-yard line.
and he's got some
He's
room.
got a head of steam.
He's got some room.
He's still going.
Still got
and
some room.
He's
Still
going
got,
all.
nope. There's 2 flags.
I saw a parachute go flying around.
I saw a Broome defender tackled out there by the bleed blocker on the play.
Now
So
what?
it's going to bring that back, probably around holding at about the 15-yard line is going to bring that back. So
Coach Flynn is out there on the field.
So that's going to negate the punt return for a touchdown, and the ball's going to be spotted at the 25-yard line. And, man, we have had a comedy of errors as far as penalties tonight in the
Bunch
game.
of holding calls.
Yes, we have. This has been your typical season opener with a lot of errors, with a lot of flags. Not sure what we're trying to do, if we're trying to get I guess they're explaining to the BHP coach over there.
What did we do?
Want an explanation? We'll take a quick second to mention one of our sponsors, Faces of Total Victory with K.O. Sullivan. And appreciate her and the job she does ministering to all the female athletes and coaches in Spartanburg County. She's got the women's Bible that they came out with last year. But she does a great job of ministering to the female athletes. Here we go, right here. First down, ball to 25. And getting down to about the 18-yard line. Second down. And this is more of a powered 2 tight end with H-back right here. Quarterback's looking to run it. Now he's looking to throw it, and he's going to dump it out of bounds to avoid taking a loss in place. Good coverage. Good coverage by the Centurions in the secondary. And it's going to bring up third down now. Third down and about, let's say, about 6 yards to go. 3rd and 6 on the third down and distance to go. It's 6 yards. Again, big play right here. Probably 2 down territory for the Bears. If they don't get it, then I feel sure they'd go for it on 4th down. 2 receivers to top. They got an H-back and a tight end, a little power backfield set. Here's quarterback trying to run a corner. He fires it in the flat. Did the man catch it?
Yep.
Yes, he did.
And that brings up another.
Sugar and Spice, 1st and 10. Keeping the drive alive for the Bears. Running back
And
run in,
he's
and
in.
he's into the house. Touchdown.
I don't believe it. I believe it went in untouched.
I believe it did.
No, nobody got a hold of him.
And the amazing thing is there's no flag on the play.
Nope.
This one's going to count. So it is a touchdown for the BHP Bears here with about 44 seconds remaining till halftime. On for the PAT now. Kick is up, and the kick is
Good.
good. So our new score on your scoreboard is BHP on the Cleepers Construction scoreboard. BHP 35 and the Broome Centurions 7. Again, want to stop and thank our sponsors. You can see our people who make the Centurions broadcast possible. And again, look like something went off.
They're turning the lights on and off next door.
Oh, okay. I was worried that the lights quit working in the stadium there. It got dark here in the press box all of a second there. So, all right, here we go. The Centurions are set to return this kickoff. This has been a second quarter. Our score is 7-7 in this quarter. The first quarter is the one that killed the Centurions when they gave up 28 points.
Yeah.
In that quarter. So our Larry's Trophies kickoff coming up now.
End over in Waller.
And Little John's got it again.
Trying to.
He fumbled.
Fumble, live ball.
And they've got it.
Belton Honeypath recovers. That's not a good spot.
No.
That's not a good spot at all.
No, and there's 38.1 seconds to go. And they got a chance to put another one on the board here for halftime.
One play.
So defense right back out on the field.
Need to stop.
Yeah, BHP needs to return the
Look at
favor.
the throw.
He's going to take off.
And nice tackle then.
Yes.
Trying to see who the tackle was on. I believe that's Booker on the tackle.
If you turn, yeah, that's a one.
One. That was Booker on the tackle then.
And we got a timeout. Who called it?
BHP called that one.
Did they?
Yeah. So with our timeout right now, our timeouts are brought to you by Pen Prints Incorporated. Again, they are a new sponsor for us this year, and again, do all the screen printing, and they do all the Little League uniforms too.
Huh.
So Jeff Jones is a former player of Coach Tony's, and Coach Johnson's back
good
here.
Man.
And so, again, he's been a longtime supporter of Broome High School. Matter of fact, and another thing they're doing too, Penn Prince has got a trailer here where you can go and buy stuff here with the merchandise and all, or you can actually, I think, hats and stuff like that. They can actually make up some stuff for you while you're here at the game.
Right, on site, man. That's
on
great.
site location here.
Right.
Penn Prince Incorporated, you can call them at 864-503-9300. And again, we'll be putting up that QR code again where you can actually click on that and be able to order during the game if there's something, or at least look at their catalog and see if there's something you might want. All right, second down now. Second down and about a long 6 or a short 7 now. The Bears are trying to punch in one more here before halftime after Broome fumbled the kickoff. Man comes in motion right now, and we've got a flag. I think he cut up the field too soon. It's going to be procedure.
Yep.
So it's a D2 Power Sports flag on the play.
They were trying to play arena.
No, wait, no, he just called offsides on the defense.
Wow. Man, I didn't see anybody move there. I saw the other guy come down the line and turn up.
Yeah, but no, I guess somebody flinched.
So that's going to give them a short 2nd and 2 right now. Low snap, dropping back to pass. He's going to run it now, and he's going to be spun around, and he's going to go into the house. Touchdown.
Non-stop.
So touchdown Bears. So the PAT team comes on the field for the Bears. They will attempt to kick the extra point. Kick is up, and the kick is
good.
No good.
Oh.
It was no good on the play. I thought that one was wide. So our new score now with 24 seconds to go here till halftime, and I just hit the wrong button here, is the Belton Honeypath Bears 41, Broome 7. We've got the Larry's Trophies kickoff coming up. Next week, the Chesney Eagles will leave their nest and will fly over to Broome to take on the Centurions. Again, you can see Belton Honeypath brought a couple of fans with them over here. That's a long drive.
I guarantee it's a long drive.
I went places or down roads I had never, ever been to last year when we went over there.
That's right. You can't hardly find on GPS.
No. Alan, we'd have been in deep trouble if we hadn't had waves last year, wouldn't we?
I know.
And it finally got us to the stadium, and it's right in the middle of it was in the middle of the sticks and in the neighborhood right there.
Yeah.
It was all of a sudden there it was.
Yeah.
So here we go.
Johnson and I, we had that problem, and then some.
All right, here we go with the kickoff.
Low dribbler. Protect the ball now. That's Wagerman up the middle.
He's going to get to about the 32-yard line. This kickoff is brought to you by Larry's Trophies on Highway 9 in Spartanburg. Larry's Trophies can take care of all of your trophies, plaques, and awards needs. Call Terry Hall today at 864-582-0106. And don't forget that we will be at the Sugar and Spice Tuesday to honor the offensive and defensive players of the week for tonight's ball game. Don't have any idea in the world who those will be at this point. I'll let Coach Fleming make that decision and his coaching staff. Dearberry drops back, gives it to Booker. Booker's going to go forward for about a yard or two. Centurions might be content to let this thing run out.
And
I believe so, only 7 seconds.
And this clock's running.
yeah, they're going to let it run on out.
And that has brought us to halftime. And your halftime score is the BHP Bears 41 and the Broome Centurions 7. We're going to go now to our halftime and let you go back and catch up with Coach Fleming's comments about the upcoming season and about the opponent tonight to let you see a few things with them.
Ladies and gentlemen, now taking the field.
And welcome to the Broome Football Coach's Corner. We're joined by Broome head football coach Lynn Fleming. Well, this will be kind of a commemorative season here. This is the 50th year of Broome football, and this is the 20th year of Cox Sports broadcasting Broome football. So it should be an interesting year this coming year. Well, let's talk a little bit about, first of all, how your off season went, and then how your scrimmages have gone so far.
Had a really good offseason. Guys have done a tremendous job in the weight room. Being here, working hard. Coach Cooksy's done a great job of getting them in the weight room, pushing them, and making them better. We've gotten stronger, we've gotten faster, and like I said, kids have been committed. They've been here all summer and working really hard. So we're excited, which led us into our preseason. We had the three-way scrimmage with Lansing and Christchurch. Both of those went well, and went over to Pendleton, and we had Pendleton, Palmetto, Eastside again. Thought everything went well. So the good thing about most of those, we got out of those without injury, and then of course Friday night we didn't get to play. So I say without injury, we got one that's banged up. A couple we're trying to get back, but anyway, for the most part, fairly healthy coming out of the preseason.
Okay. Well, next let's talk a little bit about you've had some new coaches that have moved on to other positions, and you've got some new coaches that have come, or some coaches too, with new roles this year that you've had. So talk a little bit about your coaching staff this year.
Yeah, we moved. It was offensively. We got Coach Derryberry's the offensive coordinator for us, and kind of the same roles. We moved him. He's working with our quarterbacks. We got Coach Sullivan, who's previously been our defensive coordinator. He's moved to the offensive side of the ball. He's our passing game coordinator now, and is doing a great job of that transition. And Coach Moore, who coached the defensive line for us, has moved over to coach offensive line, and then Coach Burris is coaching running backs still for us. So he's in the same position. So defensively, Matthew Wood is our defensive coordinator. Matthew was on staff with us last year, coaching DBs. He's done a great job, him and his staff, and Coach Cooksy's helping him coaching linebackers. Obviously doing our weight room, but he's coaching with us on staff this year, which brings a ton of experience as well. So we have Coach Dura and Coach Fleming, who are working kind of the linebacker / DB role. Coach Dura is primarily DB, and Coach Fleming's kind of helping out with linebackers or DBs, kind of whatever they need. So, and of course, Coach Anderson is our defensive line coach and has been for several years. So, feel real good about our staff. The guys are doing a great job. Excited to get out there and play on Friday, just to kind of see where we are. Really like what we've seen in the scrimmages so far, and so we're excited to play.
You've got a good nucleus of players coming back this year, but you've got some of those players are playing in a different position this year, I think. So talk a little bit about your returning players and some guys who've changed over and maybe have a different role this year with a different position.
Yeah, we'll start, with up front. Eli Crow's going to be center for us, him and Jake Broome, which, those guys are going to be playing a couple different positions. And we got a lot of guys that's going to be like that. Carson Taylor, he's a returning starter for us, who, is going to be our right guard. We have Levi Bishop, who's a tackle for us, who's been a returning starter for a couple of years. With a lot of experience, and we got Kelvin Crook, who played a lot for us last year. A lot more defense probably than offense, but he's going to factor in offensively this year. And we have Ricky McCullough, who's working at tackle. Again, he played more defense for us last year, but he's going to play some offense for us this year. And we got Jackson Smith, who's factoring in. He's going to be ready to go just about anywhere, from center to guard, wherever. He's just going to be kind of a utility guy that's going to have to play a lot. So, that's our offensive line. So it's got a pretty good mix of some guys up from JV, some guys that's kind of shifted over from defense to returning guys. So it's a pretty good balance. We have Jameson is our quarterback, and of course, quarterback for us last year, and we got Corley Turner, who's coming up. He was our JV quarterback for us last year, but Corley's, along with working at quarterback, he's playing a little bit everywhere. We've had him in about every receiver position we have, so he's worked a little bit everywhere. So, running back wise, Reese Wagerman, we're working at running back, who's had a really good preseason. Devon Brown, who's done a really good job for us, and those two are going to be have to spell each other, and we're gonna have to play Booker in there too. Booker's kind of shifted roles. He kind of came to us last year with, he said, Coach, what do you think about playing receiver? And it was such for a good reason. 2 years ago, he was one of our best defensive players. Last year, he didn't get to play a whole lot of defense because he played so much running back. So he wanted to shift receiver so he could help us defensively. Some this year, he knew that was going to be something he was going to have to do. So he's starting out there receiver for us, but you probably going to see him at running back too. So he's going, he's capable of doing it. Of course, we got Braden Simpson back, who was our leading receiver from last year. We got so many guys that will be rotating in. We got Asher John, who's going to be playing our tight end slot receiver. Also going to be a starting outside linebacker for us. Outside we already talked about Booker. We have Jordan Ramirez, who's going to be playing outside. Along with other positions, we got Connor Eccles, who's going to be back somewhere in those positions. So, we have a lot of guys that we're going to kind of be rotating. That's so many guys will be playing both sides of the ball. We gotta do a good job as coaches, just trying to give them some breaks and trying to keep them fresh on drives, especially early in the season.
And I believe you had both your special teams punter and kicker back.
We do. Jameson started the year for us punt last year. Until he kind of tweaked his hamstring, and then Braden punted for us some, and Aiden Infield's another guy that's going to mix in as far as punting. So we got Roger back who kicks extra points and field goals for us, and then we got Gavin Delgado, who's probably going to be him and Aiden Infield probably going to be rotating as far as kicking off. So they're both those guys. Kind of depends on what we're trying to do that week. So we do have those guys.
Coming back this year too, you've got a little bit of difference that maybe the fans will see. You've changed your lighting around this year. And one of our sponsors, Premier Sports Lighting, I think who you had to do that though, former player Andrew Weathers heads that up though. But just talk us a little. I know you haven't quite got everything ready yet though, but can you give us a little sneak preview of what the fans may see as far as special lighting?
Well, to be honest with you, I really don't know. I kind of know what I've been told, but I haven't seen it yet. I'm going to kind of let that be a surprise when people show up. I think it's kind of a cool deal. So I think it'll be neat. I think it's something some kids and the fans will both enjoy.
And I think it probably will resemble something if you've been to a college game. You might see some things.
Yes, it'll be very similar.
Along the same lines on that, though. But that'll be a new feature this year.
Yes.
So your opening game, let's talk a little bit first before that. Your schedule this year. You've got another tough schedule. I was looking down at all the teams on the schedule that are preseason ranked in their classifications. Just talk a little bit about the schedule.
Yeah, it's it's brutal. It's a tough schedule. You looked in the AP, and I think we're thrown in the mix at maybe 13 or so. But you got just about every team we play is ranked in their respective classifications. So it's another tough schedule. It's exciting. It's what you want. It's what you play for. You want to play good competition, and we did that last year, and we hung around in games, and so we're looking forward to getting over that hump this year and winning some of those ball.
What did you learn, and what do you think the players learned? Last year was kind of a tough season, like you said, when you were in those games, and 2 or 3 plays in a game, or mental mistake or something like that cost you those games. What did you look to try to do to improve and correct the things maybe that went wrong last year?
Well, one thing is hopefully discipline from the weight room. as far as conditioning we've done during the summer, just to help with some of that. A lot of the little mistakes and stuff comes from being tired, and we've tried to work it from, I think, our coaches, and Coach Cooksey has done a great job from that standpoint to help us fix some of that. So that's one thing you learn. You just when you play a schedule like this and you play the teams that we play week in and week out, mistakes are magnified, and when you make them, it's it hurts. It puts you in a bad situation, and so we just have to be better. And I think this group will. They've been in those games and played these teams, most of these guys, and they know what to expect now and how fast it's going to be. And I think mentally it'll be a better year for our guys.
And again, you do have a lot of players returning. They've had success. I'm sure last year they kind of felt like they were thrown to the wolves.
Yeah.
So in a lot of those games, but that extra year should benefit.
Tremendously.
All right, you kick off the season. Thank goodness at home, because people asked me the other day, how in the world you get to BHP? And I said, I have no idea. I said, I put it on the Waves thing, and I said, I went places and experienced roads, places I have never been before in my life. So, but they come here this year, though. But just talk about them a little bit. Their running back, who was an all-state player, one of the top running backs, or the top running back in the state, has moved on to places unknown now. But what kind of team they're going to have this year? They're supposed to be pretty good, aren't they?
Well, they are. They're good every year, especially what they do. They do something a little bit unique. They're big, they're fast, and they run gaps in power football. That's what they're going to do. There's no, they're not really hiding what they're doing. They're just going to do it. And they do it pretty well. A lot of people don't know they had the Henderson so good for them last year, but their backup running back made the North South team. So it's just they just had a talented bunch, and they're playing. They played for a state championship, so they have a lot of confidence, and Coach Bryson does a great job over there. It's going to be
give some scores.
Really test, and like I said, it's going to be an opportunity to kind of see where we are physically.
And welcome back to Royal Stadium for tonight's ball game. Our halftime score is Belton Honeypath 41 and the Broome Centurions 7. And again, this has been a first half, typical first game of the season with turnovers, with penalties, and has been a lot of sloppy play. But BHP, we knew, was very talented. Yep. Has used their athleticism to get out to a big lead here at the half, 41-7. I believe Allen has got some scores for us on the Cleepers Construction scoreboard here at halftime.
Well, and starting the third quarter, Burns is up 20-0 over T.L. Hanna. At the half, Daniel 29, Chapman 0. Probably halftime by now. Chesney 14, Pendleton 7. Moving along here. Right now, probably at halftime, Gaffney 28, Independence 14. At the half, Dorman 31, Greenville 0. At the half, Bowling Springs 23, Greer nothing. Probably at the half, Hillcrest 28, Lawrence 17. Moving on down the line here, Wren's at the halftime. Wren is 21-0 over Palmetto. Right now at the half, Powdersville is up 22-21 over Seneca. Probably at the halftime, Riverside is up 28-14 over Malden. A huge shocker here, Northwestern 20, Spartan High nothing. At the half, Newberry 55, Union County 14. At the half, Landrum is up 6-0 over Walhalla. Starting the third quarter, Ware Shoals 24, Blacksburg 6. And at the half, Woodruff 15, Clinton 6.
Well, Alan, the shocker for me, I guess, is that Spartanburg hadn't scored because they got that great field goal kicker.
No.
That if you get him to midfield, he can kick probably a 50 or 60-yard field goal.
I know.
So I hate having to see him in a couple of weeks as we go over to Spartan High, though. But looking back here, let's take a quick look back at what our keys to the game were going to be for Broome to win tonight. That's our sponsors right there. But this was the keys, was take care of the football. Broome has coughed the ball up and led to a touchdown. Don't give up the big play. BHP has had about 6 big plays already that went for touchdowns, that they have not really had to drive the ball the length of the field. They've had some big runs or big passing plays that the secondary, they let the secondary get behind them, which is a cardinal sin. You can't get beat deep. Time of possession might be in Broome's favor, and this might be misleading because the scores have been quick by BHP. Right. They hadn't had to have it for long and move the chains. And Broome has done better on this. After their first possession, they were moving the chains in. The rest of the quarter, they were 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out like that. But they are starting to put some drives together, get some first downs, though. But they got to eliminate the mistakes, though. So to start the second half, BHP will get the ball first, and we will get to see the light show again as Broome will, with the second half kickoff, will be showing the lights, new lights in the stadium tonight. And our premier light show is coming from our friends Andrew Weathers and his company with Premier Sports Lighting. Will do the light show for us. And again, our sympathy and condolences go out to Andrew's family, that he lost his father, Wayne Weathers, who was a friend of mine and former player of mine, along with his brother Eddie was a former player of mine. And I know their sister also, Addis Anderson. Good family people, and our thoughts and prayers go out to them. Wayne was only 65, so he had a massive heart attack. So again, prayers out for them. And we've got a special prayer for our buddy in the booth out with us today, that Mike Johnson's sitting in with us here today. He said he wanted to at least get to come to 3 games, but he's having triple bypass surgery.
Yeah, he'll be lucky to make toward the end of the season.
Right, and we appreciate, we've had our prayers out for Alan Knight. Alan, just tell us a little bit about what you've had to endure here lately. You've had some issues here healthy, but just tell our fans what you're dealing with, and we will extend our prayers to you and your family too.
Well, it started out in January. I had a stroke. First day of school, driving home, it hit me. And then I was diagnosed with AFib, and I have been dealing with that all year, dealing with a irregular heartbeat. And finally, the week before school started, I had an ablation, so that so far has taken care of it. Hopefully that will be the last of it, but it has been a rough year. But I'm feeling a little bit better. My strength's getting back, and I appreciate all your prayers, and everybody's calling and sending me messages and stuff. So I'm glad to be back up here. I'll be making, as many games as I can.
Well, we're going to enjoy having you while we can. And while you were talking, you can see the Premier Sports Lighting light show going on right now. The new lights in the stadium and how things have been working out with that. So again, we are about ready to get this party started back. And it will be the football going to
BHP.
The Bears.
The Bears.
I keep wanting to say Lions and Tigers and Bears. Okay. So we will just be tackling the Bears tonight. So.
Hey, we all had that song, Welcome to the Jungle.
Yeah. That's one of yours with Coach. And I think, speaking of lights, Alan's going to kill our light in here so we can see everything pretty good.
Hey, thank you, Alan. Appreciate it. Welcome to the jungle.
There you go. And Coach Tony, that's one of your groups, isn't it?
Hey, that's Guns N' Roses.
Guns N' Roses.
Axl Rose.
That's Axel Tony here in the middle.
High end over end kick. He's got some room.
He's got a full head of steam. He's breaking tackles. He's running through arms, and he's going to get across the midfield stripe down to about the 48-yard line, and that's where BHP will start this drive tonight.
And Booker brought him down by his shoestrings.
Again.
Ball spotted on the 48-yard line.
Again, the Centurions have had a lot of changes since last season, not only with personnel, but within their coaching staff. Some people have been shuffled around and all. And I think this tonight is just kind of searching for an identity this year and kind of in game situation against one of the top teams in the state that played for the state championship last year. And so some of their weaknesses and things have been exposed in a big way. So,
well, that's when they need to go. Yeah, luckily this is we got one down with a cramp.
Pickle juice.
Yeah.
Coach Tony, pickle juice.
Hey, that is. Hey, I'm still reading up on that.
But mustard.
Well, mustard do it too.
Mustard. Hey, let me tell you, when I was on dialysis, that saved our lives many a days when cramps hit.
And this injury is brought to you by Injury Report, brought to you by the medical group of the Carolinas with Dr. Philip Essie there. That Dr. Essie has come aboard with us, though, but they are the sponsor of our medical conditions throughout the game. The medical group of the Carolinas. All right, here we go. It's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Gonna swing. Incomplete.
And that just went right through his hands. That's one of those where I believe he had some buttered popcorn at halftime.
But like I said, this is, this is non-conference, so you got to figure out what to do. Coaches got to sit back and watch the tapes.
Well, what the big thing, too, is you got to figure out where you need your personnel to be the most successful.
Yep.
And they're moving some people around going into the season. They may move them back, but just doing some things here a little bit different. But the biggest thing I'm seeing right here is the Centurions are just not wrapping up and making the plays. That they physically have whiffed at a lot of the runners before and are arm tackling, and you got to break down and you've got to put that shoulder into them and drive him back.
Yeah. So that brings up 3rd down and 5 for BHP.
See, man, that's the reason why you have first games.
That's right.
To see what you need to do and what you improve and what you may need otherwise.
So we've got the Premier Sports Lighting 3rd down yard to make. It's 5 yards. There's a pass out in the flat. It's complete. He's got a wall of blockers over there, and he gets enough to get the Sugar and Spice 1st and 10. And, Coach Tony, like they say, too, that some of the biggest improvements you make as a team is from week 1 to week 2.
That's right. You're correct.
Because you have a lot of these things that are visible when you put up people in the stands and out there. That a lot of these things, weaknesses or things you think you've got covered, were not covered. So
it's much different practice versus a game.
All right, with H back in the backfield. And the quarterback's going to sprint out. He's got a man wide open in the flat. He's got another man wide open down the field. He goes to the deeper receiver, and he's going to get down to about the 3-yard line for another Sugar and Spice 1st and 10.
Nope. It's coming back.
We have got Alondre.
It's holding on BHP.
I bet they've had half a dozen of those penalties.
At least,
yeah, within the last
5 or 6.
The last 2 minutes of second quarter.
Alan, our buddy Don Henley would be going wild playing dirty laundry tonight. And we used to have that queued up to play. But it's a D2 Power Sports flag on the play, and it's going to back them up and nullify the gain for the 1st down.
And it backs them halfway up to Converse.
So it's going to bring up 3rd down and probably close to 20.
Yeah.
So the Premier Sports Lighting yard to make is going to be down around the 16, 17-yard line.
They come up with a set of 3 receivers going deep. Oh, intercepted. No.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
he did. Who was that?
I can't see his number.
I'm trying to see who that was,
That's
too.
like number 3.
That's Braden Simpson. Yeah, Simpson was one of their best defensive backs last year. But Braden Simpson is their best receiver, and I'd heard he was not going to spend a whole lot of time this year on the defensive side of the ball. But
Turnover.
yeah, he's staying out there on offense, but he didn't get beat deep that time. He knew that's why his experience back there. So
Excellent defensive skills.
So the Centurions have got the ball deep in their own territory.
Now let's dig his hole out because they're on the 3-yard line.
Yep. That's when I might throw a play action pass.
Well, they got Mr. Booker out there.
Booker's at receiver right now.
Yeah. They got
Wagerman's in the backfield.
3 receivers to the bottom of the screen, Booker at the top. Let's see if they can get out of this hole.
Wagerman on the dump off pass. He's going to get some positive yards, and he's going to get it out with a little breathing room for the Centurions in. Nice check down or a little dump pass to Reese Wagerman.
Let's see. Do they give them? They're going to be shy of 2 yards. Second down and 2. Second down and, yeah.
BHP's getting up and playing a press man coverage on Booker, trying to keep him from getting off the line of scrimmage to get down the field, but their defensive backs are right up in your face.
Yeah.
Second down, Wagerman remains in the backfield with Dearberry. Man in motion this time, and they fake it, and Dearberry's going to keep it this time up the middle, and he's going to get the Sugar and Spice 1st and 10.
Yep.
Nice play then where he faked the jet sweep, faked the misdirection back the other way to Wagerman, and he kept it and went straight. So
yeah.
Centurions have gone to a couple of different plays here. And got a little ball control going on right now.
I'm having a ball watching the ball boys go out there with
a game within a game. Turning the corners, Wagerman, he gets it out to about the 20. Oh, he still hadn't gone down.
No.
He's still going. Reese Wagerman was some toughness right there. He was looked like the old Daisy Do there, a swing beer partner round and round.
He got a gain of 6.
Yeah, and those were 6 yards on his own right there.
That's right, on his own cognizance.
Centurions taking their time here. Got 7 seconds on the play clock left. Ball's given to Wagerman again. He's trying to run the sweep the other way, and he gets up to about the 25-yard line. I think he's going to be around a yard short of getting the distance he needed, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 1 yard to go on the Premier Sports lighting yard to make. And
we got another. Wagerman's down.
Pickle juice.
Well, they didn't give Wagerman any forward progress. It's still 3rd down and 6.
Wow. So we're going to take this timeout right now is going to be a medical timeout for the medical group of the Carolinas and Dr. Philip Essie. There's our injury on the play right now. And again, we knew this would come here in the early games early in the year with the old cramp monster jump up bite you. And he's up right now walking off, though. But Wagerman's a tough kid, and we know he'll shake it off and he'll bounce back. He's going to have to go out for play. He probably don't want to, but let's see.
No, he's still out there. Thought.
Yeah, he's coming now.
There he is.
Yeah, he's got to come out for play if they stop. You know, unless you're Lane Kiffin, you have to come out for play. But he has one lay down about every play. They've got the new Lane Kiffin rule this year about faking injuries. All right.
Yeah, they're going to start penalizing.
Yep.
Good. It's about time.
Yep.
Little shuffle pass.
Oh, man.
Well, no. If they don't call that horse collar, I don't know what that was.
Wow, they had him by the neck then. Braden Simpson, he got lassoed.
I mean, that to me was a horse collar, the way he went down like that. And the man was standing there looking at him.
And Booker's over there saying, man, why can you not throw that?
Yeah. 4th down.
So the punting team checks zone now. So we have a Spartanburg Pediatric Dentistry Specials Teams play right here. The punter's on the field in punt formation. The Bears have 2 Cubs back. I believe they got 12 men on the field. And I think they're going to have to call timeout because number 28 came on late for them, and I think they had 12 men on the field. So while we have got this timeout, we want to hear from one of our sponsors.
This timeout is brought to you by Pen Prints Incorporated. Let Pen Prints take care of all of your uniforms and screen printing needs. Pen Prints is also the supplier for the Broome Athletic Booster Club with all their athletic merchandise. Take this time out to click on their QR and order the latest Centurion wear. Call Pen Prints at 864-503-9300. Proud sponsor of Broome Athletics.
So we have our first punt by the Centurions here of the second half. Because they're looking at a 4th down and 7. That's not the Centurions have not been blessed with a whole lot of big plays tonight. I don't think you go for it on 4th and 7 with
Not
the ball
this deep.
down on your own 22-yard line.
No.
So we should see a punt coming up. Again, we'll take a quick look at our upcoming schedule of games here. Next week, the Chesney Eagles will be at Royal Stadium. And the following week, we will be at Spartanburg High School, who is taking it on the chin tonight with Northwestern in their games. So, again, those are our 2 next games the next 2 weeks here on the 29th and on the 5th of September, though. Back to our game right now. Our score is 41-7.
Yeah, Northwestern's up 27-0 now on Spartan High.
And punt formation now. Nice snap and the punt. This time he gets some height on it. Is going to hit and roll.
To about the 49-yard line.
And that's where
I believe that's only the second time that they punted.
who's who Broome's punted.
Huh?
Broome? Now Broome's punted.
My bad. I was wishing for something else.
Yeah, you're on the wrong side of the ball.
Yeah, I know, wrong side of the ball. Wrong side of the ball.
All right, here come the Bears. The Bears are in control. Again, a power formation right now, just running straight at the Centurions up the middle.
They cannot get that number 22 down.
He's a load.
I'm telling you.
And they got some big old country boys and big hosses up in the trenches too.
That's, well, no. He's just 5'8", 165.
He was bearing down.
I see big number 66 and big number 55 on that offensive line. Number 60 opening some holes up.
Number 60 is 285. You said 66.
66.
He's also 285.
Wow. Second down and 8 yards to go. Dropping back to pass. That little quick pass is going to be picked off.
Intercepted. He's got room. He's got green. Pushed out of bounds. Wow.
Was that Braden Simpson again?
Yeah. Yep. Is that number
3? Number 3?
Looks like number 3 to me.
Braden Simpson. Again,
Yeah, it
the
was.
junior receiver and corner, one of the best athletes on the team, with a huge play for the Centurions.
Well, that's his second one tonight.
I believe that would be my candidate for defensive player of the
Yeah.
game so far.
You're right.
And they're trying to get a receiver in for him right now after he got the quick one Run back number 14 checks in for the Centurions.
Well, no, Braden's still out there.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, they got him as the third receiver on the field. They're going with 3 receivers to the bottom, 1 at the top.
Okay. He may be at the top up there where Booker was playing defense and maybe had to come out for a play.
Watch it. They're bringing some pressure. Golly, bum. They blew that one up. And that was Booker.
Centurions that offensive line is just got to stop the penetration. That's where you got to man up front up there, though. You cannot get dominated like that on the line of scrimmage. That was another key that we had for tonight. You got to win the line of scrimmage.
Right. Be able to run.
And right now, BHP is taking care of business up front. Second down, 15 yards to go.
Got some pressure coming up the middle. He reads it. He gets a little bit of room. He's still churning.
He's going to get some positive yards on the play.
He's down to about the 18-yard line.
So it's going to bring up third down. Third down in the Premier Sports Lighting yard to make is about 7 yards here. Third down, 7 yards to go. The Centurions probably 2 down territory right here.
Absolutely.
You don't want to attempt a field goal right now. I think you're trying to get some confidence going on the offensive unit. And they're looking to come up the middle again, too. Here's a quick pitch to Booker on the corner. Booker's going to get it down to about the 12-yard line. It's going to be close. It's going to depend a lot on that right foot, left foot.
And he's going to be 2 yards short, 4th down. I just hand it to Booker again and let him put his head down and plow through.
I don't think I run it up the middle. I try to get his speed on the corner. All right, here we go. 4th down right now. Big play coming up for the Centurions on this drive.
We got 3, 2, 1. He better snap
Timeout.
it.
They got timeout.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh-oh. We lost the camera. Did the battery down?
It might have. We're going to plug him back in here. Let me see if I can plug him in. Woo.
You got to turn it on. There it
I
comes.
guess he'll come back.
There it comes. There's a bile of apple.
Can you hook him back up on that one, Allen, when it comes up there while I try to keep this camera going?
Oh,
I got camera number 1 on here.
Yeah. I need that. I need your passcode.
Okay.
All right. Where were we?
All right. This timeout was brought to you by our friends at Pen Inc. Here we go. 4th down right here. Booker with the catch then. Booker's going to get down and get the play for the first down. The Sugar and Spice 1st and 10 to keep this drive alive.
You're going to need to clean this thing up. What app we using?
We're using Switcher Studio.
Where is it?
All righty.
Switcher Studio.
Let me see it.
You got too many apps on there. Here you go.
All right, here we go. Ball goes up the middle to Booker. He's going to get down to about the 4-yard line.
Brings up second down and goal.
Let's see if I got it.
Got 2 receivers at the top, 2 receivers at the bottom. Booker in the backfield with Dearberry. Calling the ball, looking to pass. They're bringing up pressure. Dearberry's going to run it, and he gets nowhere.
He got smacked in the face on
Yeah,
that
he
one.
did. So that he lost a yard, so that's going to bring up 3rd down and 3.
Okay, we'll get Coach Tony set back up here. Here we go, 3rd down. And goal to go. The ball is on just inside the 5-yard line.
Uh-oh, what happened?
And I think we got a cramp right here.
That's not good.
And that may be Dearberry.
It is
on the play.
Dearberry on the carpet.
So we have got another of our medical group of the Carolinas injury timeout right here. Dr. Philip Essie. But it is looks like a cramp again.
Should hydrate.
Yep. All right, we got the other camera back up. Let's see if we can zoom Coach Tony in a little bit more.
There we go. Good job, Coach.
Okay. So Jameson Dearberry is the injured player, looks like with a cramp. Let's see if he comes off on this play.
I think they are pulling him off.
Wow. On a 3rd down. Okay, I was
down.
thinking it's 4th down. I was going
No.
man.
Who's our backup?
Is I'm not sure. That's a good question.
That was to be determined, probably game time.
So,
I would do a wildcat formation here with Booker. Yes, I would. I see Booker. Yeah, Booker out there. There's Wagaman out there. Looks like they are going to do something similar to a wildcat formation with Booker.
well, you know, somebody who could play quarterback, and he is playing quarterback, is Braden Simpson. Braden Simpson was a quarterback a couple of years ago. He was the backup quarterback. So Braden Simpson, not a bad one to have back there.
He's going to run for it. He's going to find.
No.
They blew that one up.
Yep. He had no blocking out there on the corner. He tried to run for daylight. And is he getting up slow?
Yeah, he is. Yep.
He's
Another
got a cramp. Wow. Pickle juice, mustard.
Mustard, hey, anything if it works.
Mustard, I tell you.
So we have got
to pull him off now. And looks like Dearberry's ready to go.
So coming back in, the medical group of the Carolinas injury report, Braden Simpson checks off with cramps.
I'll have to put some wrench in your stretch.
That's what they're going to do.
4th and goal right here for the Centurions.
We have 4th and goal on the 6-yard line.
Dearberry's rolling out, trying to find some room, and they're just all over him and the receivers. So they turn it over on downs.
So Centurions knocked at the door, but the Bears locked the door.
Right.
Now we need a turnover.
So
right here.
Simpson's interception return to put him in good field position comes to naught.
11 seconds remain in the 3rd quarter.
Bears will have the ball deep in their own territory. Again, Coach Tony said 11 seconds ago they got kind of a one back in the backfield set right here with double tight ends, one receiver spread out wide. And right up, straight up the middle is where they run that one out to about the 15. And there's somebody else with a cramp for the Centurions.
Oh, my goodness.
Number 10. And there's another one back there in the backfield with a cramp. Centurions, that's going to do it here for quarter number 3, but the Centurions will see if they can get some of these players with the cramps off to the side here. And while we've got this break in the action,
This break in the action is brought to you by the Broome Athletic Booster Club. Go by and get one of the delicious cheeseburgers, hot dogs, or some hot fries, or step by the merchandising stand. The Broome Athletic Booster Club supports all athletic teams at Broome High School.
and want to mention too, the Broome Athletic Booster Club has got corn dogs this year.
We got corn dogs.
Yeah, I don't know if they've got the hamburgers, but I think they got corn dogs and they've got chicken strips. So I was down there before the game. I got my 2 hot dogs and right there. But yeah, that was some other things they had this year.
Sounds good.
Well, while we were getting ready for the kickoff, Burns is up 23-10 over Hannah. Daniel still up 29-0 over Chapman.
And like we said, I wonder how many Daniel players are not playing tonight.
I don't know.
I would be curious to know what the situation is with that, if anything was resolved over
I don't know.
the incident at FCA camp.
At its fourth quarter, Gaffney and Independence are knotted up 21 apiece. Dorman's up 31-0 over Greenville. Bowling Springs is up 23-6 over Greer. Hillcrest is up 42-17 over Lawrence. Riverside is up 34-14 over Malden. Ooh. Fourth quarter, Northwestern 27, Spartanburg 7. Oh my goodness. Newberry 62, Union County 14.
62-14. Woo.
Yeah, I know. Landrum's up 12-7 over Walhalla. Ware Shoals is up 36-6 over Blacksburg. Woodruff is up 21-6 over Clinton.
All righty, and those scores were brought to you by Cleeper Construction's scoreboard there, Shane Cleeper and Company. Again, we've been doing this for 20 years, and Shane's been a sponsor for 20 years, and we appreciate him being a primary person on keeping us in the hunt here for 20 years. And running wide around the corner down here, he's got the corner turn. It's number 9 on the carry. And wow, man, look at, do you see that referee wind up on that flag? He threw that thing almost 20 yards. He looked like one of those Little League World Series pitchers on that one.
Well, I heard where Irmo got eliminated.
They finally did. The magic finally stopped for him, I believe.
I hate that. Those little boys were really – I watched some of those games, and they were playing hard out there. So this is going to be against BHP. It's going to take them about halfway to Packlet.
I bet we've got probably close to 200 yards in penalties tonight.
Oh, at least.
Our friends at
Right.
D2 Power Sports friends, they are really happy with their sponsorship tonight.
It started out slow, but it's been picking up.
All right, here we go. Back to action right here.
Right up the middle. Right up the middle. Finally knocked out of bounds about the 32-yard line. And that brings up
A Sugar and Spice 1st and 10, and that was number 2 for the Centurions. That was Connor Eccles that made that tackle.
Attention, the green hour. Report to the visiting side, please.
hold on, we're waiting to get a play in.
Or player. They got 2 receivers, twins up there.
And we got
there is, guess what? A D2 Power Sports flag on play.
False start on BHP. That's going to back them up.
Yep.
Might get to Hillcrest with that one.
So it's going to move them back. Okay, 2 receivers to the top, along with an H-back and a tight end to the up there, and that's where they run the ball off tackle up that way, and that's going to be number 2, and we got another flag.
That's going to be another holding.
Surprise, surprise.
Yep.
D2 Power Sports flag on the play.
You referees, they're going to get their money's worth.
And it's a D2 Power Sports flag on the play. Don't penalize yourself by missing out on the better things in life. Go to D2 Power Sports and see Bruce and his staff to get your next sports recreational vehicle. For more information, call 864-542-9599 with 2 locations in Spartanburg and Greenville. All righty, they're going to back it up here.
First down and about 20.
And quarterback fakes the handoff. He's sprinting out, looking for a receiver. He's going to fire one up the field.
In and out.
He had a guy wide open down the middle of the field, number 11, but there's no way you can throw against your body that deep out there. And that ball, that was the closest person to catching that ball was a Broome defender on the play.
And I can't see his number. Needs to come on into the light where I can see you. And he's got a cramp. But he's going to try to fight through it. That was number 9. Bryson Martin.
There was a nice stick up the middle then. Trying to see who that was. Number 15 that time for the Centurions stepped up and made a nice tackle right in the hole that time.
That was Nick Morgan.
Morgan stuck his nose right in there and knew exactly where the runner was coming on the play. In fourth quarter action now. It's third down. Premier Sport Lighting yard to make is all the way across or out to the 45-yard line. Dropping back to pass. The quarterback's going to air one out deep. He's got a man open down the middle of the field. He dropped it. That's incomplete. Trying to think who closed on the play then. Can I see the number of the man who made a good play and knocked it away? Number 11 for the Centurions.
That was Sebastian Norris.
Made a good recovery on the play and caught up to knock the ball out of the hand of the speedy receiver. And that's going to bring up a punting situation, fourth down for the Bears.
Yep, they're about halfway to Packlet again. He's coming off the field.
And trying to see. It's fourth down. Centurions have not put anybody back deep on the play to return. Not sure what got going here. That
I don't know.
They're still lined up in their base defense. I don't think you'd fake it right here on.
I wouldn't.
On fourth down and
over his head.
So the quarterback for the Bears very smartly
That was a good play by him.
just kicks it out of the back of the end zone, and that's going to be, are we going to flash the lights for safety?
We got a flag now.
We're not getting a whole lot of touchdowns to flash them for.
Hey, points are points.
Points are points.
Do it.
Guess illegal kicking of the ball, too.
Flip the switch.
Yeah, come on. Come on, Ben. Ben Bramhall on the lights here. Ben, give us a little something here. Brighten up our quarter.
We want points.
We'll take them any way we can get them. There we go. We got our 2 points for the safety, and now the Centurions will get the ball after the Bears' free kick. So I think we need some lights for the free kick, too. You do it for kickoffs. Let's do it here for – put me in charge of that. I want to ruin the light. I want to play with the light machine. Alan, that's up our alley.
Yeah, it is.
Doing the lights like we used to turn the lights out for the Broome Centurions. We were the ones that started that.
Yeah. Yeah. And prayed those old mercury lamps would come back
Gerald
on.
Moore was the one praying for that.
You know
those
what?
lights coming back on?
You know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. I said, yes, sir. We've been practicing this. We know exactly when
He
to cut
didn't
'em off.
realize the time we practiced all that stuff, synchronized everything.
I said, we know exactly when to turn them off, when to exactly turn them on so we can get the court back illuminated.
We know when to start the music by Van Halen before Jump with the twinkling lights coming on. We
Yeah.
got this all down pat.
We were the ones, too, that would do, when they called out the players, we put up their stats and numbers on the wall.
Projected their pictures
Yeah,
on the screen,
yeah.
yeah. Because I remember we always wanted to project the turkey head when Dorman was there because Mark Freese hated to be called turkey neck. All right, here we go. Free kick coming up. .9:33 remaining in our ball game. The Bears will kick after the safety here. And straight up the middle it goes, and on the return, nice return then, still going across the midfield stripe and down to about.
No, he didn't drop it.
What happened?
I don't know.
Did he fumble or did somebody take the ball away from him?
What just happened?
I believe somebody took the ball from him, didn't he?
Wow.
My goodness.
Bottom line is, I don't know what happened, but bottom line is it's a touchdown for the Bears. Wow. Centurions were looking at having an excellent field position to start this drive, and next thing we know, everybody's running towards the other end zone, and it is a touchdown for BHP.
That's about 50-plus yards, wasn't it?
Yeah, maybe more than that. About 70 yards. 75, about 65 or 70 yards.
Now, are they going for two?
Wow.
What? No.
Yep.
They're going to go for two. And
He's going to walk in.
Going to walk right in.
That's a little on the Bush League side. Excuse me for my frankness, but hopefully that one will come back and bite you in the rear end come playoff time right there, though. But that's kind of rubbing somebody's nose in it right there.
Yeah.
Would you agree, Coach Tony?
I agree 100%.
That would be, if I were coaching, and I know if you were coaching, that would be a mental note that was made of what they just did right there, trying to show Broome up on their home field.
Without a doubt.
I hope they come and steal all the Bears' honey.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that was kind of classless on their coach.
Yep.
Centurions are trying to find players to put back. They have got Asher Littlejohn will be the center man deep now. Reese Wagerman's back there. And number 8 for the Centurions is also back deep.
That's Davon Brown.
Yeah.
He's
a sophomore.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. Some young kids.
Hey, a team do something like that, you better watch out for an onside kick.
Yeah, that's Powderville's specialty where they get up big. And you remember last year they were up big at the halftime at playoffs and all of a sudden kicked 3 times in the second half.
Right.
So, and even when they played here last year, they onside kicked a couple of times with a big lead in the second half. So I don't get me started. That's just in my book. That's Bush League. That's not how you treat people when you play them. I've never believed in running up the score. All right, we got a Larry's Trophies kickoff coming up right now.
Now he's going to the other side. That's what they're fixing to set up because he's been bringing He's been bringing the ball to this side of the hash mark. Now he's gone to the other side. He's changed positions on
think
it.
it might be an onside.
It could be.
It's going to be an onside. I'd almost bet $1 million to a donut because he's been kicking on the other side.
Right now, I wouldn't mind having a donut.
That would be pretty good.
No.
There's Wagerman on the return here.
Come this way. There you go. Come back the other way. Come back this way. Come on back this way.
Nice return by Reese Wagerman then.
Yeah, brought the ball up to the 31-yard line.
So that's where the Centurions will go on offense to start this drive.
Got Davon Brown in the back with Dewberry this time, the sophomore. Hands it off to Brown. Brown gets spun around for about 2.
But more importantly, at this time of the game, you want the clock to run.
Yeah.
And you don't want to suffer any injuries.
No. Dearberry checks his wristband, gets the play ready to come in. 2nd down and about 9 yards to go. 3 receivers up top, 1 back in the backfield.
He's got Booker wide
He's got
open.
Booker in the flat. Yep. Booker's got the 1st down, and Booker gets all the way across the midfield stripe down to the 44-yard line.
And that brings up
A Sugar and Spice, 1st and 10. So the Centurions keep this drive alive. They're going to move the chains now, stop the clock, move the chains. Centurions have 3 receivers to the bottom of the screen, 1 up top. Dearberry gives the ball off to his running back, trying to bring it up the field. He's going to get a couple of yards on the play.
that was Brown again. Good to see him getting some field time.
Looks like they're tying a shoe right there. Somebody's tying Asher Littlejohn's cleat for him. Okay, got Asher squared away. Send him back over as one of the receivers right now. 2nd down and about a long 6 to go.
Looking for.
Oh.
Wow.
And Littlejohn, that hurt. He got his knees cut out from under him. The pass was a little bit high.
He's a double-digit number.
Littlejohn's number 13.
Okay.
Because that was my number. I always know where number 13 is on the field. Because 13 was my number. 3rd down and about 6 to go on the Premier Sports Lighting. Distance to go. Again, we've enjoyed our new lights tonight by Premier Sports Lighting. You're going to start seeing that at a lot of high school fields here around the country. There's reverse coming the other way. That's Asher Littlejohn. He's got a head of steam.
He's
got good room.
He's got it.
If he breaks that tackle, nice run then. Asher Littlejohn turned on the speed, and we got a flag on the play.
Of course.
Must be holding.
Holding against Broome. That's going to bring her back.
But did he get the 1st down first is the thing? Was that one?
Yeah, he got the 1st down because he was down at the 10.
Okay. What I'm saying is, will it bring it back? Will it be 1st down on the play, and then you mark the penalty off? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Nope.
Let's see.
They got it marked on the 40.
That's where they're putting it. And it's 3rd and 7 again. Nice play then. Littlejohn a little bit staggering around a little bit, though. Got to get the play in. 6 on the play clock. Dearberry sprints out looking for receiver, dumps it off to his short man, and he gets it close to about the 36-yard line. Don't know where he needed to get to.
I mean, he's about a half yard shy of first down.
They need to move that first down marker, that fourth down marker. That's not where the ball's been spotted. Come on, take it on up there where we can see.
No. He's wrong. He needs to come on down a little bit. Because you got one judge right up here near the 40, and you got one sitting down here at the 36.
Where is the ball spotted? I haven't seen the ball on the ground.
Hold a minute. It's right there on the 38-yard line.
All right, well, we got a timeout right now, so we will take this timeout.
This timeout is brought to you by Pen Prints Incorporated. Let Pen Prints take care of all of your uniforms and screen printing needs. Pen Prints is also the supplier for the Broome Athletic Booster Club with all their athletic merchandise. Take this time out to click on their QR and order the latest Centurion wear. Call Pen Prints at 864-503-9300. Proud sponsor of Broome Athletics.
Again, while we've got this chance, I want to mention several of our sponsors right here that we want to talk a little bit about Faces of Total Victory with Kay O'Sullivan and her ministry to the female athletes here in Spartanburg County and female coaches. So we appreciate her, and also want to go and visit with Concoction Ministries. I can get their sign up here and get some of these other things off the screen with Bill. Let's see, let me stop the clock with Bill Cox and his ministries to the area. We appreciate both of them for what they do, serving Spartanburg County, and in Bill's case, he covers the eastern states, so he's pretty much travels a pretty good bit. All right, let me get my clock reset here. I got messed up.
4th down and 4, according to the marker.
Little John flexes out. Here we go.
Looking back to pass. It got deflected.
Huh.
So Broome will turn over on downs, and BHP will take over on the 38-yard line.
All righty. So the defense checks back on the field. We got 5 minutes and 33 seconds remaining on our scoreboard here, on our Kleeper Construction scoreboard. And BHP is going to go home with 1-0, while the Centurions will be 0-1 and will try to rebound with their rival game with the Chesney Eagles coming to town. Alan, how was Chesney doing tonight?
Chesney, let's see what them Eagles are doing. Did they lay an egg, or did they lay an egg?
Hamilton. You say a while ago it was 6-0 Chesney. I don't know what quarter.
Let me find them.
Okay, power formation right here. They got a double tight with H-backs, and they're just going to run straight ahead is what they're going to try to do. That's just smash mouth football they're playing. They're going to try to grind this thing out. It's going to be a gain of about almost 4 yards on the play. 2nd down, 6 yards to go. Centurions trying to get lined up on defense here. Again, they got one receiver out wide Everybody else is right there in the frame of the picture, just lining up blocking, and they're just going to run straight ahead, running isolation plays. It's a short gain on the play.
Run that clock out. 4:40 left in the contest.
So it's going to bring up 3rd down and about 5 yards to go. This is the Bears are running power. This is playing power football right now.
Yeah.
They're just trying to line up and not get fancy and say, stop me if you can.
Right now, Chesney's up 28-21 over Pendleton.
Wow. Again, the Bears have their backup quarterback, number 18, in now. And again, they were the double wing formation and tight, running a little sweep action around the corner and get the first down. And he's still going down to about the Centurion 45-yard line. But not before he picks up the Sugar and Spice 1st and 10. Okay, again, speaking of Sugar and Spice, we will be there Tuesday night for the offensive and defensive players of the week. And Coach's Show will come live at 6:30 at Sugar and Spice. We'd love to have you come join us if you're in the area.
And we got a flag on the field.
It couldn't be holding because we never got this one started.
That's right.
Was it delay a game?
Don't think so.
Was it a substitute?
The illegal substitution.
I didn't see that one coming.
They could have had too many men on the field. Again, power football. He's going to bounce it outside, and he's got some daylight, and he's going to get it.
No. Don't do that.
They got some unpleasantries going on in the backfield right now.
I'm surprised they didn't throw a flag on that one.
I think they want to get the game over and felt like they had thrown enough flags.
Referees say there will not be any more flags tonight.
Yeah, right.
Quarterback just on the keeper, running straight up the middle, down to the 34-yard line. We're down to about 2:53 in the game and counting. I bet it's going to be a run. What you think?
Probably so.
A nice
They
defensive
snuffed that
play
one
then
out.
that they ran the little sweep play on that. Trying to see who that is from the Centurions. Did a good job of getting penetration, getting in the backfield, and making the stop. Couldn't see who the number was.
Couldn't either.
Third down, 10 yards to go for your Premier Sports Lighting yard to make. Excuse me, wrong graphic. Clock running, under 2 minutes to go in your ball game now. This one was settled back in the first quarter. Centurions trying to get lined up here. We're going to see a running play probably coming up the middle. I would be surprised if they threw the football. I'd be disappointed if they did, but they're going to.
Throw. Got a man open. Is he going to? Oh, man. He wished he'd have been a foot taller.
Let's don't get Coach going. I'm not going to say anything.
That was Brian Martin almost on the interception. That's fourth down.
That was fourth down. Or was it?
Yeah,
That was. It'll change over?
No, this is fourth down.
Okay, I thought that was fourth down.
No.
Okay, all righty.
No.
I stand corrected. They're going to punt it now. You didn't want me to start talking about throwing for the end zone up 49-9 like that when you were just trying to run the clock out, but you're going to throw it. You didn't want me to get started on that one, did you?
I wouldn't say I wasn't going to say that punt.
That one may.
Watch it die at the 1. No, it goes into
it
the
goes
end
in
zone.
zone.
There we go, to the end zone. So the Centurions will get it back with about a minute and 11 seconds remaining when they'll start this drive as the teams change over. Again, the number 2 ranked Belton Honeypath Bears will move to 1-0 on the season, while the Centurions will slip to 0-1 and will host the Chesney Eagles next week.
There goes Brown up the middle.
Centurions, there we go. Clock's running.
Brown carry. Gain about 3 yards.
We will go down and talk to Coach Fleming after the ball game here. This might be the last play of the game.
Gonna do a little toss sweep out to Brown.
Oh.
I heard that all the way up here.
Ouch.
Oh, I heard that smack.
That was number 8 on the carry then.
Yeah, that's Davian Brown. And that brings up another.
Sugar and Spice, 1st and 10, keeping the drive alive for the Centurions. Let's see if they even snap it here.
I believe they will.
They got to snap it one more time or the play clock will run out.
And there goes Brown looking for a little bit of room in the corner, and he makes his way down. And that's probably going to be it. Yep, here they come, and lining up on the midfield stripe. Woo!
And Mike Johnson just did his light show for us. Appreciate it there, Mac. Well, I'm going to leave it with you guys, and I'm heading down the field. Coach Tony, I'm going to take your camera with me.
Okay.
Mac, good to see you. We'll see you next week. Okay, good.
We'll keep that camera rolling there in case we had any
I got it running over there.
altercations.
No, we're not going to have any altercation. They're going to get off the field cleanly. Huh? You still running? Oh, mercy. All right, so there we go. All right, so to wrap it up around Spartanburg County, and then we'll get out of here ourselves.
That's right.
Burns is up 30-10 over T.L. Hanna. Daniel beats Chapman 43-0. The way it looks, it hadn't updated yet, but it's still 28-21. Chesney over Pendleton. Independence beats Gaffney 27-21. That's interesting. Dorman up 34-0 over Greenville. Bowling Springs is up 23-12 over Greer. Hillcrest beats Lawrence 56-17. Seneca is beating Powdersville now 49-28.
That's kind of a surprise.
Yeah, Northwestern puts the whipping on Spartan High 39-7. Newberry 62, Union County 14. Landrum, might as well go ahead and call this game 20-7 over Walhalla. Ware Shoals is beating Blacksburg. Well, final score 44-6. And then final score Woodruff 21, Clinton 13. So that's all around the county. Well, next week, college football starts up. What is your predictions? I know you're both a Clemson and an LSU fan. That's going to put you in a quandrum.
No, it won't. Hey, I'm not a betting man, but I will bet you this: the Tigers will win.
I know the Tigers, but which one? You got to make a distinction here now. You can't just say the Tigers going to win. You got two of them out there.
I go with Clemson Tigers by 4.
4?
Basically on home field advantage.
Well, I hope LSU comes in fired up and ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, well, we'll wait and see because the heat's on Kelly, and they really put a lot into that game. But sometimes you can put too much into the game. But, hey, who's to say? First game and all, hey, anything happens.
You never know what's going to happen.
That's right.
And then the Gamecocks, of course, got to go to Atlanta. A Sunday night game.
Yeah, 3:30 game.
Yeah, or Sunday.
Coach Cost and I, we're going to be down there taking care of that game. And I look for the Gamecocks to win by at least 10 points.
I hope so.
Yeah. I look for 10 points.
I hope they can pluck those Hokies.
And then, Texas and Ohio State, I look for the Buckeyes to win by a touchdown.
I could go for that. That's
and then Notre Dame, Miami. When they play, I'd go with Notre Dame by a touchdown.
Yeah, I agree with that one too. Yeah.
And then old Belichick, I think on that Monday night when they playing TCU Horned Frogs, I look for them to win their first game by about 10 points.
Well, I hate to say it, but I hope they. Yeah. I hope TCU comes in there and takes care of business. I mean, the only thing I like about the Tar Heels is basketball.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, football. That's right. I'll pull for them when they play against Clemson. But there's going to be some interesting games coming up next week.
I'll be first to admit I'll be a couch potato next Saturday, starting about 12 o'clock, and I'll go to midnight.
Yeah,
that's the way it is.
I think I'll be at home.
Yeah, but it's certainly good. Working with you tonight. I'm glad to see you up and getting around and stuff.
I'm trying to get better.
That's good.
It's been a long 8 months battle. So I will not be with y'all next week. I'm going to take my wife out of town for some rest.
Oh, okay.
I put her through the ringers this year, so she deserves to get out.
We'll do the best we can, and we'll go with it next week.
Hopefully it'll be a more interesting game between two crosstown rivals.
Hopefully we'll see more light shows next
I hope
week.
so. Yeah, I hope so. I hope that Broome bounces back and plucks those Eagles.
Right. That's right, because next week will be another week, and a lot of teams, they improve from the first week to the second week.
And then going to Spartan High the following week.
That's right, and then come back here and play Emerald.
Yeah, that should be a pretty good game.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it'll be another learning experience when they go to play Spartan High.
That's right.
So
we'll see what happens.
Yeah, well, that's about all coming up in the next couple of weeks. Should be fun and interesting. And then have to travel. So, but I think I'm going to call it quits. I'm going to shut her down.
Okay, lock her down. Like I said,
break her down and go home.
Hey, good seeing you, Alan.
Yeah, it's always.
Have a great week.
I'm going to try. We get a long weekend next weekend because of Labor Day.
That's right, yeah. Right.
That's why we're going out of town to have a little fun, just to relax.
Hey, that's right. Get out and smell the roses.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, we'll be back here on next Friday night as Chesney rolls into Royal Stadium. I'll get it out in a minute.
There you go.
So y'all have a great weekend. I'm going to have a great weekend. I'm not going to do much anything.
Hey, and may your favorite team out there in cyberspace, may you win.
Yeah.
win means what's important now.
That's right. So from all of us here at